Yo, 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 yo. Good
Good
morning.
morning, guys.
Welcome
Yes.
to another morning quest with Doodle and CMoney. And guys, I know you see the thumbnail, you see the headline. The media continues to deny the existence of the Xbox tax. And frankly, I'm so sick of hearing these people going around in circles trying to discredit it without saying anything. Oh
Yes, they
man,
keep dodging the conversation, and if you're gonna dodge the
absolutely.
conversation, why even have the
Why
conversation?
even
It's not a
fake it?
conversation, you're talking
Why
at us, you're not
even
talking to us.
fake it? Listen, guys, we definitely got a lot to talk about.
We do.
This is gonna be a interesting one. First of all, shout out to the chat. My boy Drawn TJ with that $5 super chat to
Thank
start the
you, love.
day and the
Thank
week
you.
off right. Thank you, my man.
Good
Says, I hope you
morning.
guys had a great Thanksgiving. Sony is screwed. Everyone, please hit the like button.
Thank you, baby.
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely, my
please.
man. Thank you again. But that's the facts. We did have a great Thanksgiving,
We
actually. And this whole
did.
thing took so it went so fast.
It
It's
did. It
crazy.
always
It
does,
always
though.
does. It always does. But we appreciate you, my man. Thank you
Thank
so
you,
much. And
love.
yes, Sony is screwed. I do want to go ahead and shout out our members and Patreon members for help supporting the channel, like our homie Mr. Joanna Dark, Fonto Sir, Isaac Hayes 85, Zachary McCoy, Sith Lord, Brandon Ridlin, Smitty Smith, Adidas 20, and then Lad. You also have our
Thank you,
YouTube
guys.
squad
Thank you so
members Smitty
much.
Smith, Cypher Type 1, The Robots Win, Power Boss, Avenge Ninja, Lad, Gamer by Choice, Zach McCoy, Fark You, Silent Cypher, Six Slayer, Game Shark, Texas Flood, Jacob Novick, The Hooded Canuck, The Dusty Uno, Doodle to be free, Sanchez MTZ Gaming, Rashawn Eppinger, General Spartan 27, and it's Timmy. And we also have to shout out our On Point Elite members, TMHW Gaming and Big Boy Mike.
Thank you guys
Thank you
so
all
much.
so
Thank
very,
you.
very much for rocking with us. We appreciate you.
We do. Thank you. Happy Monday, you guys. We hope
Happy
you had a
Monday
fantastic
indeed.
weekend,
Happy
the
Monday
best
indeed.
holiday, and we have a lot to talk about, guys. This is ridiculous.
Absolutely. I want to shout out our homie
Oh,
Adidas
Adidas, thank
20
you,
with that
love.
$5 super chat.
Thank
Let's
you.
go. Thank
Yes.
you, my
Happy
man. We
Monday,
appreciate you.
baby.
Happy Monday, fam. And another super chat from our homie Smitty
Thank you,
Smith with that
guys.
$5 super chat.
Thank
Thank you
you,
so much
Smitty
again,
Smith.
man. We appreciate you guys.
Let's
Call
go.
out the fraudulent behavior. We ain't stupid up here. The Book of
Thank
X.
you.
Absolutely,
Thank you,
bro.
baby. Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's patronizing. That's
It
what it
is.
is. It's
It is.
frustrating.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Before we hop into it, let me shout out the chat. We appreciate all of you
Yes.
guys for
Thank you
showing up
guys
here.
for being
Our
here.
homie, the Hooded Canuck, Sith Lord, Timmy in the building, our boy, Big Boy Mike, Drawn TJ, Smitty
TJ.
Smith, Six Slayer, Jacob Novick. Oh, man. Good morning, fams. My homie, This Pain. What's up, player?
What's up?
Good morning. Good morning. Adidas 20, Luis Jimenez. Welcome, man. Welcome. Cypher Type 1. What's good, my man? Mr. Kima. Good morning. Isaac Hayes 85. Good morning, my man.
Good
HD
morning.
Gaming Nate. What is good? 3-Bit. Good morning, my man.
Happy Monday,
and welcome.
love.
Happy Monday. Verg Brizzle. Good morning, man. Good morning. Texas Flood. What is up, fam? Guys, thank you all for being here.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you.
Listen.
Thank you for starting your week with us. Happy Monday.
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
saw somewhere in there that Jacob got a little bit of snow. Jacob, I'm super jelly. Like,
Yeah, I feel like we don't get
seriously.
snow
I
no
feel like,
more.
yeah.
Like, I don't even know what's happening. It's funny, I saw my homie 3-Bit in here because 3-bit, we're gonna talk about you a little bit because I'm sweating what you wrote. We're literally gonna read it out in a little while after we get going.
Let's
But
go. Jake
thank you
Williams,
for that.
welcome.
Drake Williams, what's up, my
Thank you
man?
guys so much for
Chris, what's
being here.
good, fam? So, I think we all know what we're talking about here.
Mm.
This Destin Ligari joint.
No one's confused.
No one's confused. Okay. So, listen, I listened to the vast majority of Destin's thing. But then when I went ahead and once I got past the 2-hour mark, I was like, okay, this is not
We're
going
going in
anywhere.
circles.
So this is what I would say, chat. If something happened in that last 45 minutes that was anything different, than the first 2 hours, let me know. Because I can tell you right now, what a load of trash this whole situation was. Obviously, we know this all started when he did his first video talking about the Xbox tax isn't real, right? That got backlash from real Xbox fans because obviously we know that that's a trash fire of a lie, right? Like it's nonsense, right? But then he doubled down. Then he did a live stream to go ahead and talk about this. And I don't know if you guys watched it. I'm sure most of you did.
I feel like we were under a rock. I mean, we streamed a lot this weekend. It must have been while we were streaming. I don't
So
know.
either while we're streaming or getting ready to stream or not in there. And HD Gaming, I see it here. He says he admits there's a media bias, but not an Xbox tax. And that is the stupid ass shit to say.
Mhm.
That's exactly what I kept hearing. But even then, all he would do. So there's some people who went up there. Like I think when we were live on Friday or Saturday,
On Saturday, yes.
KT the GOAT was in here and he was telling us what was going down. And we talked about it a little bit. But he was actually on the call. And I got to say, out of everybody who was on that call, KT the GOAT was the one who got under his skin a little bit.
He did. He did.
Who hit the nail on the head so well that I really didn't understand why Destin did not immediately withdraw from this idea. Because there was no coming back from what he said. And
There
it's
wasn't.
the absolute
And
truth.
it got to the point where Destin was trying to kind of like overlook the
Oh yeah,
situation
he
that
started dropping it.
someone else is calling in. Like, excuse me,
Like
aren't you
he's still
talking to
talking.
someone right now who's still speaking to you? So what you're saying is you're not paying attention because it doesn't apply to what your agenda is, what your agenda was
Because he
when you
got
came in
stomped.
here. Exactly. Come on, man. Don't be if you have an open line to go ahead and address the issue head on, don't be disrespectful to the people who are taking the time to talk to you, right? To go ahead and entertain the idea that you're out here doing something that it's from the heart or beneficial to anybody or to make anybody feel better, to have a discussion. It's not a discussion if it's one-sided or if it's scripted.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Jesse B in the chat. Welcome, my man.
Welcome,
Vic the
Jesse B.
MF Click. Good morning.
Good morning.
Chris says, "Yo, I said something about it last night. Somebody still needs to get their boy. Dude needs to have several seats.
Several seats.
Facts."
All
Vicky
right?
Smith says because Destin is a pony and he couldn't handle the truth. Yo, and listen,
Go ahead. Tell
obviously,
them, C. Tell them.
Yo,
We just
when
talked about it like 5 seconds ago.
like, yo, when KT the GOAT was there and told him that the media saying that there's no bias in the media is like the police saying that there ain't nothing wrong with how police been handling stuff. Like, That was it.
Like the police doing an investigation on the
Yeah, doing their
police.
own
It makes no
investigation on their
damn
things.
sense.
Like, it makes no sense, dude. He even admits it's crazy because he has all these people coming up and bringing up these amazing. John Wolf was in there giving him some points, and like I feel the only thing that's different, like had I gone on there, is that I wouldn't have stopped. And
Oh, I know.
I feel like he kept like KT the GOAT kept going, but Destin literally shut down. Like he was just letting him talk while he was like getting the next caller ready. He was like, "Oh, sorry, yeah, I'm getting the next caller ready." Like
Oh,
literally
and then
while
that
my
the
man is
next
talking,
caller
spitting
got
bars.
disconnected, like, what does the next caller has to do with the conversation you're
Dude,
having
it
at the
was
moment, dude? It was so
so
disrespectful.
disrespectful. Like I could not believe that he was over talking KT the GOAT because KT the GOAT was the one who was giving him smoke. Like I said, John Wolf came up, he said his bars, but I think it's been a kind of like saying what he wants to say and trying to push that, but then kind of being like, all right, like I get it, and just like backing away because at some point, Destin just no matter what you said to him, it was the same thing.
It was
And no
yeah,
matter
it
how much people,
the same loop.
whether it was, talking that shit or trying to talk as
Diplomatic as
diplomatically as
possible.
possible, the same response was the same, right? It was always just, yeah, I guess, we got to agree to disagree. We even got him to admit that he considers Dan Stapleton like the super friend of his. So when Dan says something, it's like, yeah, yeah, that's funny because I know Dan. But it's like,
No.
like,
No.
like Dan. This is the thing that like somebody wrote in there. I saw they said that he's a influencer, right, and works for the media. And Destin tried to dissuade that, like, no, no, I'm not an influencer. Like, no, no,
Buddy, you're on a
you
mic,
have your own
okay?
channel.
Let's start
You
going
have your own
over the
channel, dude.
definitions of these words, all right? Let's start understanding what they mean. You're out there, you're trying to send a message, right, for people to listen. You're trying to influence what they think.
Facts.
I don't understand why
Facts.
this has to be broken down.
Facts. And the fact that he sat there and tried to deny and it's like, no, my dude, you are an influencer because you're out here on your own, okay, doing this thing on the side. But you are part of the media, right? So those two things have a direct kind of conflict, right? You see the conflict because the YouTube influencers are supposed to be kind of free from the media bias and have their own thing to say. But I mean, KT the GOAT went at him. It's like, my dude, like I own a business. None of my employees, I don't care what they're doing, they cannot go out there and share a different belief than our overall belief system, right? You
Exactly.
can't go out there contradicting it. And no
Which,
matter
by the
what, they
way,
know my dude
he
has a
made very
channel.
clear when he stated there are things I can't talk about.
Exactly. He said it
And
over
so
and over again about I can't
exactly.
say it. I can't do anything. I can't get in
Because of
trouble at
my
work.
job. And so you are linked to that. And so your opinion or whatever you have to come out here to
Doodle,
say,
go ahead and handle that for a second.
it's not it's not valid. It's not valid because you have a job to take care of. And so your opinion needs to align with that. If you're not here to address what our concerns are, what we're going through, then what are you here for? What are you here to do? To tell us that there's no bias? We don't need you for that. We don't. We already know what's going on. To tell us that it's bullcrap that IGN favors PlayStation? We already know that. We have receipts. We have receipts. We don't need you to tell us what to think when this has been a blatant situation. It's not a feeling, right? When you have receipts, when there are facts out there that of things that took place. Come on, man. Don't patronize us. This was ridiculous. This was a waste of time. This was a merry-go-round, okay, with the entire situation. I'm gonna try to not get too deep into it, but we're not gonna go ahead and just because you are who you are, take your word for it. Again, we know where you work. If you're telling me that because of your job, you can't get into certain things, and those certain things are the issues that we're having, then why even do this for? For the super chats? Is that why you went live? So many great points were shut down because he couldn't talk about it, right? And you made it clear that these people are your friends, right? This is not about friendship. This is not My Little Pony. That's not what we're here for. There's a deep issue. And honestly, I think this was damage control. And the damage control is being it's happening because we're getting to them, guys. We're getting to them. They're getting frustrated. They're trying to figure things out. They're trying to settle the crowd. And I'm sorry to tell you, bud, this is not how this is going to play out. We're not going to stop talking our truth because you decided that there's no bias. You decided that this is what you're going to tell us. You're not going to control our minds. Again, you want to have an open conversation? We can have that open conversation. But you can't go out there when somebody says something that makes sense in the matter of the issue and shut it down because you can't talk about it because of your job. Guess what? We can talk about it. We're not linked to IGN. We're not linked to the media. So we can freely talk about how we feel. We're not going to eat it up. Sour Blow, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. What's up? Happy Monday to you. We're doing great. We're doing great, love. Starting the week right. Let's go. Pixelbit G, welcome. No gaslighting allowed. Facts. Yes, baby. We're not eating that up. Here we go. Why so serious? Welcome, baby. This is not my little it's not My Little Pony. This isn't about freaking friendship. I don't care how tight you are with whoever's in there. That's part of the problem. That's part of the problem. That's why you're out here covering up the bull crap. We don't want that. You can't have an opinion on something that you're so involved in. We're talking the place of work, right? We're talking friendship is magic, all right? And so you're not willing to address what we're talking about, or you can't because you're compromising your paycheck and your job. So what are we doing here? Explain that. This is ridiculous. John Wolf, good morning. Good morning. Bringing that Latino heat on a Monday. Let's go. Let's go. Listen, I don't understand. I mean, first of all, we missed this whole thing. I think we were streaming while this was taking place, but John Wolf was there. Um, I I I don't even know when because they took it was a live stream, right? But then it was kind of like made private to edit. So I even told Z Money, listen, even if you had gone over there, you were gonna get edited out. He was like, yes, but everybody would have heard what I had to say, and you can't take that away, you know? Um, but yes, our boy John Wolf was in there as well, as we mentioned before. And Big Boy Mike with a super chat. Thank you, love, so much. Big Boy Mike says Destin was crying about losing subs. Look at that. Look at that. I bet he was. Because this is what my opinion is, right? And I have nothing to do with what's going on in there. And so I think maybe my opinion may be valid. Again, he was out here to do damage control. He was out here to do damage control because a lot of them are losing subs. A lot of them are being unfollowed. And that is starting to get to them. Let's not forget, there's advertisements and sponsorships that can freak out at this moment and be like, voila, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. This is getting out of control. So, yes, Big Boy Mike, and thank you so much for that $2 super chat. Destin was crying. See, money. Destin was crying about losing subs.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I heard him.
Oh,
I
but
heard
there,
him.
hey, this was genuinely done
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
people, for
For
the
sure.
Xbox community,
Full,
right?
it's full of
This was
crap,
for
bro.
us, except that our points were not acknowledged. If anything, again, he was busy setting up for the next caller.
Absolutely.
So, what's up? John Wolf is in the house.
John Wolf. Yeah, John Wolf was on there. He was giving it to him. He just, I wish you would have ended nicely. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to like be like, man, F your crap, bro. Like you're so full. Not saying F your crap, but you know what I'm saying. Let's be a little. Just wanted to give it to him because he's man. It was such a. It was. It's like a mockery of the
Oh, by
situation. To
the
be honest
way,
with you, that's really what it
yes,
was like. It was
and
like a mockery of it.
let me tell you something. By the way, John Wolf, good for you. Trying to call John Wolf out. Are you freaking kidding me? He was like, "Oh, you send out a lot of tweets or some crap like that." Yes, guess what? X is free for everybody to go ahead and speak their mind. You don't
Facts.
like it? Turn your freaking face. Go somewhere else. Obviously, you're keeping tabs on everybody, so you must be really into whatever's being said out there or very concerned with everybody's opinion. The one we don't care about is yours because, again, it's part of the media.
Facts. Let me catch up with the chat. See what's going on in the streets.
Oh, guys, we added 2 new
Oh
emojis.
yeah, well they were right there now. And I've
Yes.
already seen some of them. I've already seen them. I already seen them for sure. Definitely check them out. You got 3-bit says, I don't think he's a pony, just has a hard time seeing it outside of the media's point of view because he is the media. Listen, pony is a broad label that we
And this is the
use.
thing, if the media has a problem with Xbox, if the media is filled up by ponies who said that Spider-Man will get a 9 or above no matter what, or we're gonna have some worse, this is the confidence that they have over there, right? When it comes down to PlayStation. This is the confidence that's been spread around. And so, if you're in there, my friend, if you're a part of that mess, and supposedly you're the only one, and by the way, they all keep denying that they're like Xbox people. Yet the whoever's a part of PlayStation till the end, they better not mess with Spider-Man. Xbox ain't shit. Like, what's happening there? Let's balance this out.
Yeah, that's a good
Like,
question.
stop walking the fence. You love video games. Everybody loves video games. We all spend freaking hella money on it. We have a problem with you suppressing a brand. We're sick of it. And we're not going to eat it up just because you decided that you're going to go out here and make some statements about your nonsense that you've got. We're not eating up that dry ass chicken. It's unseasoned. All right? It's poison. We're going to cook our own stuff with facts. All right? With receipts. Juicy. Juicy, baby. That's what we're eating
Oh,
up.
our boy Smitty Smith says, nah, Destin a pony. I've been
Yeah.
watching how he moves, and he is a pony. He's been suspect for literal years. This is the thing, just the fact that you said that, right? I love how he goes on his show. Now, I don't know how many of y'all have been following Destin for a long time. I follow him since before he had his own channel, back in Unlock days, when they were actually decent. Then he had his own channel, and I saw him when he started. And yeah, he talked about Xbox, but don't get it twisted. My man acts as if he started this channel to talk about Xbox. But he tried talking about PlayStation. He tried. Ain't nobody want to hear that from him. No one was about that life. So he stopped doing that. You go back to his beginning videos, like, well, people the audience doesn't seem to like when I do PlayStation videos. Yeah, that's why you don't do PlayStation videos. Okay, so don't act like you were out here trying to serve the people of Xbox. Like, yo, this is an Xbox channel. No, it's not. It was the Destin channel. It's you, my dude. And you wanted to do what you wanted to do. And the people spoke and said, if you do that, we won't follow.
And what did he do? He suited up.
He suited up.
He suited up.
He put up the
underneath that
Xbox
suit,
gear.
underneath that suit, guess what's underneath that suit,
Pure
guys?
pony.
There's a freaking pony.
Pure pony. Pure pony. Cypher says he had the nerve to say that Starfield wasn't chosen for a Game of the Year nomination by the gaming media because it was contentious, when the gaming media was the one to create the contention in the first place.
Again, thank you, baby.
Exactly.
Contradicting.
Exactly.
Bro, what do you think? You think we're less than?
Facts.
Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
This is not gonna work, buddy.
That's exactly what it is.
If anything, I'm gonna tell you straight up. This made it worse. This made it worse. Come on, bro.
It
You
really
thought you were
did.
gonna get on a mic
It
and you were
really
gonna
did.
settle us down? Oh no, they're gonna listen to you. We don't need you to tell us what to think.
Yeah.
We can make up our own freaking mind, bro.
Yeah.
And you just allowed us to double, triple, quadruple down on our stance.
But
Thank you so much for that.
It was so patronizing what he was doing, because he literally said that, I'm glad that you didn't agree with me, because that's what I want here. I want people to look at you and say, oh, this guy gets it. This guy gets it. He speaks for me. Which is like, Destin, the whole point was for that you can be cleared of this bullshit, but it's not. You didn't come into this with the open mind about how you were gonna listen and possibly change what you feel or think, or be open to doing that.
Baby.
No.
If your mind is not open to listening to what's being said to you and taking from it, it's not a conversation, buddy. You're coming to talk at us, and we don't need to be spoken at.
So
we're not a thing. We're not little babies. We're not mindless. We're not little kids. And even kids should not be talked at. They should be spoken to. But you're not going to get away with that, bro.
No, we're not gonna just let that fly, because it's bullshit.
Listen, you're not gonna tell us how to think or what to do.
But listen, what he wanted to do is feel good about himself, act like he was like some type of judge, right? Like he was the judge up there, and everybody was coming up to plead their case to Lord Destin to decide whether or not we were full of shit or if his point still stood. The problem is, no matter how many times he was shown the bullshit and just straight up, you could see that he himself didn't know what to say. He said it, matter of fact, multiple times. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Then what are you doing?
I get your point. But like my dude said, the I guess it was PC Gamer. I don't know. One of the guys who came up went up there and told him that the headline for PC Gamer or whatever about Call of Duty was like, Microsoft's first Call of Duty is bad or a stinker or some like derogatory word that they use. And it's like, okay, cool. So you guys are trying to go ahead and say that Call of Duty was made by Microsoft in the 28 days or so since they closed the deal. Okay. Yet, when you look at the other side, any game that's successful from any of the studios that Microsoft purchased recently, if they're a success, then that's not Microsoft's doing.
No, guys, come on.
Psychonauts 2, that wasn't Microsoft,
They're incapable.
they didn't help that year
Incapable.
or 2 years extra development time. No, that game was already being made. That was Double Fine. That's why it was good. It's not Microsoft. But 28 days after Call of Duty, and people don't, and the media doesn't like it, then it's Microsoft's thing. And Destin had the balls to say, no, I get both sides, right?
How?
I get the side because technically he's not lying, right? Technically he's not lying. It's Microsoft does own it now. It is their first Call of Duty that is released under their umbrella,
Oh,
right?
okay,
Under the
okay. Is
umbrella.
that why the contract that was already taking place with PlayStation where they had, marketing rights? Is that why that was still in play? Because that's Microsoft's game, that's Xbox's game? Is that why?
The fact that
Noted.
PlayStation marketing is marketing this game is irrelevant to them, apparently, right? But that's the thing, right? It's all about their perception. And then what really got me was that dude, what Nib, some dude Nib, who came up, who tries to say, "Oh, people's feelings get in the way or people's perception get in the way." Let's talk facts, and let's talk about how PlayStation games were actually reviewed less favorably than Xbox games, and it's like the percentage underneath the Metacritic score, or it's like, yo, get your ass out of here with these games. Don't tell me about the last 20 games that were released over how freaking long. That doesn't matter. Xbox is in the best position they've ever been in their entire company history right now.
Agreed.
Talking about what they were reviewed back in the day is irrelevant because back in the day, they were not a threat. They were not a threat. So PlayStation, IGN, GameStop, all these people, they didn't feel threatened by their beloved PlayStation. So for their beloved PlayStation, they didn't feel threatened by Xbox. So we're doling it out. Did they still have a tax back then? Yeah, of course. They still rated things lower than they should have, but it was easier to let things that were actually good go through, right? That they felt was really good, right? Whereas nowadays, they know that this is a big problem. They know that Microsoft threatens their very existence with Game Pass, right? Because reviews are one of the biggest things that these people do. And if Game Pass grows and grows and grows and grows, you end up with a much smaller pool of people who give a crap about what they think about the game because all the gamer has to do is just download the game himself for free and play it and decide for themselves what they want, whether they like it or not. So now they're threatened, right? I I it boggles my mind that people are still trying to act as if Starfield is not one of the most amazing games, dude.
It's belittling.
It's
That's what they're
crazy, my
counting on.
dude.
They're going ahead and they're belittling everything that's happening. As you said, see money. Xbox is having the best freaking year. And the thing is that when you can't deny something, when PlayStation is so low and Xbox is just just the process in which they've turned this around, it's enough for respect. And you still can't acknowledge, you still can't respect. That's the problem, baby. Sour Blow 18, thank you so much for
Our
that $5
blow.
super chat.
My man,
Go ahead,
thank you so
C.
much. He says the media is either afraid of criticizing PlayStation or they have their own agenda. Things Xbox get murdered for, Sony gets away with it. 100%.
100%.
And somebody said that to Destin. And he
Oh,
says
no,
literally
what did
at
he
the end, we
say?
agree,
He
we have
said
to
that
agree to disagree.
yes, he talked about somebody who said great things about Xbox. And it's like,
Oh yeah.
dude, but where's the media covering this?
That's the
Stop
shit that he
acting
keeps
as if
going.
the poison that's put out there does not affect things.
Dude, he
Does
tried to keep it as if having like a person if you're on your own space saying, "Oh, I like Xbox. This is great." But then in the media, you're out there promoting this type of behavior against Xbox, then we don't give a shit whether you like them or not. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you post good things about Xbox on your personal channel. That means nothing to no one. No one cares. No one
fact that
cares.
you have to point us to one spot to go see something positive about Xbox is part of the problem. Let me tell you real quick. On Twitter, there's plenty by the consumers that it's positive about Xbox. We need the media to acknowledge the space that Xbox has created and what they deserve. Let's not forget how they went ahead and IGN brought up these games that were literally coming out on Xbox as well. And they just included PlayStation and included Nintendo. How did we forget Xbox? You don't. These are not mistakes, sweetheart. I don't care how you explain it.
Yep.
And it didn't happen once, it happened multiple times.
Dude, did you see the explanation for it on Twitter? Some like is IGN playlist or whatever. Their Twitter account went in there and tried to say that the only reason those things happened was not because there was some type of bias, but because they were down a person, and the person who
Oh,
updates everything, they were
noted,
down one person who
noted.
updates everything
Mhm.
apparently. And that one person being down meant that Xbox missed the like the Xbox got left
Baby,
off.
because the rest of them are donkeys. The rest of them are
Dude,
ponies.
how
That's the
crazy of an
point. Clean
explanation
your
of that
house,
is.
bro.
That
Clean
one
the
dude not
house.
being there meant that Xbox gets left off, but PlayStation's there, Nintendo's there, PC's there, but Xbox gets left
No,
off
no,
on day
buddy.
one Game
That's
Pass games.
that's what happens.
Come
That's what
on, man.
happens. If you're
Fam,
going
come
to
on.
celebrate everyone. If you're going to crucify everyone.
If that shit said platforms blank, then I'd be like,
Oh,
oh
damn,
shit,
somebody was out. They
somebody
didn't
messed
fill
up.
anything in.
But when every time it's PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, Xbox missing, it's like, bro, come on, man. Don't come out here with your bullshit excuses. And the problem is that we're not there, right? So when they get to say that, they get to say it, and that's just the fact. That's just the factual thing that took place. Sorry, Xbox fans, your beliefs are wrong, right? You're making this stuff up in your minds. It's an illusion, right? Come on, man. Let's be real. Let's be real. This is a very, very real thing, and it's known. It's known, and Destin knows it, and that's why when he was doing this, you would see his face when something came up, or the way he handled it, or his demeanor changed
Yes.
every time he got slapped up with something that he was like, "Oh shit." But then
Of
still,
course,
he
dude.
tried to find a way. He still tried to find a way to go ahead and justify that side of it. He kept saying, yeah, there's bad takes. There's bad takes. Actually, I saw
Hold on, I'll be right.
someone say so. Oh, my boy Jesse B says he kept saying there were bad takes, but he forgets those bad takes were happening because of the fact that it was Xbox. Yes, that's exactly the point. The bad takes are because of the situation. That is part of the Xbox tax. Because it's Xbox, they get the bad takes, right? He talks about the headlines. Oh, yeah, that was a bad headline. What do you think we're talking about, Destin? What do you think we're talking about? We're talking about all of it. All of it. It's not just one thing. It's not just the scores. It's not just the scores, man. Keep all your Forza Horizon, 10s to yourself. I get that. Great. You gave him a 10. Forza Motorsport, you gave an 8. And you say, oh, but you got to read the review. Yeah, when you read the review, my dude said that it was the best Forza Motorsport game released. The last one got a 9. He gave this one an 8. That doesn't line up, dude. It doesn't line up. I'm sorry. Like, no matter how you cut it, is bullshit. Let me get into the chat, see what the streets are talking about real quick. GameShark says, Dustin's not a pony or anything. He's just misguided and too involved in his own industry. He's good at delivering news, but he's never been good at giving opinions. Why so serious? Why so serious? What's up, my man? Says he's a cloaked and hooded pony. Listen, if he's not a pony, then he's pony-ish. Okay? Then he's pony-ish. You got pony tendencies. All right? Because it's just I think it's just being around it so much. Like you heard him. He hears Dan Stapleton's words when he talks bad about all these things, and he thinks it's funny. Oh, I know Dan. I know Dan. You don't know Dan, dude. You don't know what Dan does when he goes home and he's alone. You don't know his inner thoughts and inner workings. Come on, man. You work with the dude. Let's not act like you guys are. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be ridiculous. Jacob says, Destin liking Dan is saying that he was a pony all along. He just had a mask on like Pariah. Yo, facts. GameShark says he's too embedded in his own industry that he's incapable of understanding what we mean when we say Xbox tax. He's the wrong person to be addressing the topic. Honestly, anybody in the industry who's coming out here to explain to us that it doesn't exist is the wrong person to be addressing the topic. We have our own eyes. We can see for ourselves. There's no confusion here. We know exactly what is happening. We know exactly what is happening. And that's just what it is. We don't need you to come out here to tell us that, oh, it's not real. We know it's true. What we need is for somebody in the media to come out and say, listen, I understand what you're saying. And even if they try to say that it's not true, they're going to figure out how to make it better, right? Maybe stop doing it, but they won't, because those headlines is what makes them money, because the world wants to shit on Xbox, right? So they see a bad headline, they're like, oh yes, let me click. If it's a good Xbox headline, it's not worth it. Just like they rather review the game on PlayStation, because if they say they reviewed it on PlayStation, they get the click. Look at Digital Foundry. How ass backwards is it that they still use the PlayStation 5 as some barometer to judge other games by? This versus PlayStation 5. What? The Xbox Series X version is strong. The Xbox is stronger. Why would you not be using that machine? Why would you not be comparing it to that machine? Because why? When people read PlayStation 5 in the title, they get the click. Now, you can just say that's smart business. Fine. But it's still underrepresentation for Xbox. It's still a bias against Xbox, and that's just the reality of what it is. Smitty Smith says, listen to Destin's words and how he moves. He's a pony. Listen, I get it. This Pain says, me and Dealer, we've been talking about this for a minute, about how Dustin jumped on the bandwagon at the right time. All those subscribers, he didn't work for that crap. He's a liar, and I saw it. Facts. I got to tell you, he is literally the perfect moment. He went and did that at the right time. And, obviously he's not doing anything on the same way he did it before, right? He was doing daily videos and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, we see it, man. We know what's what. We know what's going on. GameShark says, if Starfield was a Sony exclusive, it'd be a Sony banger. But it's Xbox, so it's just another Bethesda game. That's the Xbox tax. Yo, GameShark, that is so true, man. We say it all the time, but that's what's so frustrating. You take Xbox out of the equation, even Redfall, you take Xbox out of the equation, it gets a 7. Because the real scale that we know is it's 7, 8, 9, and 10. That's it. 6 don't really happen. 5 don't really happen, right? Lately they have, right? Because they're like, oh man, Xbox is here now. They're pushing, they're making moves. Let's explore the rest of that, right? Let's go ahead and try to throw things around.
Let's use other numbers.
Yeah, exactly. But Obviously 100%, bro. If that was a PlayStation game, it would have been a 10. Facts. The game's a 10, dude. It's a 10. It's a 10. I don't care if you personally don't care for the game. That's fine. Right? A 10 doesn't mean every single person in the world is going to like it. But for the people who play that type of game, who enjoy that type of game, it's a 10, my man. And that's just what it is. Mr. Joanna Dark
Welcome,
says,
baby.
I hope you had a great holiday weekend and got some nice Black Friday deals. Mr. Joanna Dark, thank you, my man. I hope you had a great holiday weekend.
Yes.
We got
Can you believe this
little
mess,
bit of
Mr.
deals.
Joanna Dark?
Nothing crazy.
Trying
nothing
to talk
crazy.
at us, trying to tell us what to think,
Yeah, it's
trying to treat us like, our minds should be molded like we're little kids or something. No. Take that somewhere else.
Yeah, it's bull. It's bull. Cypher Type 1 says, when it comes to Xbox fans, there needs to be a distinction between those that were mainly fans only during the OG Xbox and or 360 gen and those that were still fans throughout the Xbox One gen. I mean, honestly, that is a big distinction. And I wish there was some type of badge you could have, because those people, those are the line walkers, the one that flip-flop. They're like, oh man, I like Xbox when Xbox is popping. But oh, PlayStation popping, so now I like PlayStation instead. Like, come on, man.
Stop. I told you
Come
they
on,
flip
man.
like freaking pancakes.
do.
This is nonsense.
They do, man.
Big
They do.
Boy Mike, thank you so much.
Oh,
Big Boy
man.
Mike gifted 5 On Point for Gamers memberships.
Oh, man, Big Boy Mike, we
so much,
appreciate you,
man.
brother.
We appreciate
Thank you so
That's
much,
so
man.
generous.
Thank you so very much.
So much.
And if you
Guys, you have
got
to
it,
claim them.
yeah, make sure you claim it. Make sure you're able to accept gifts. And then we also have just a new member ourselves, Right and Blade, my man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Thank you for being a part of
you guys.
our channel. Thank you so very much. We appreciate you. But yes, if you did receive that that gifted membership, go ahead and let everybody know in the chat by using some of your new emojis.
Oh, guys, please welcome
baby.
to the welcome to the family emoji, you guys.
Absolutely.
Click on those.
Let us know if you got them. That's dope. That's dope. Oh, yes. We have one of the new emojis. Welcome to the family. So go ahead, go in there, put it in the chat, man. Welcome to the family. Put it in there.
Welcome to the family,
Let
you
everybody
guys.
know. Oh, I see here. So Eastside Vandal was gifted one. Def Leopard, Mr. Joanna Dark, John Wolf, and Storm Blessed. Oh, man.
Thank you, Big Boy Mike.
Big Boy Mike, you're the man. Thank you, Rated Blade, you're the man. There we go. Look at those emojis, those beautiful emojis in the chat. Looking beautiful as always. Thank you guys so very much. We appreciate you. All right, let me get back where I was. Hold on. All right, here we go. All right, then we got our boy 3-Bit. He says, yeah, people did say he went around bringing up my post or something. My whole thing is, if you're bringing up books of receipts and you chalk it up all to mistakes, you can't really go anywhere. Exactly. That's literally what it was. All right. That's what it is. Like, he just kept going with the same stuff. No matter how many receipts were brought to him, it didn't matter. It didn't change anything.
He wasn't there to conversate.
Yeah.
He was there with an agenda, and he wanted to clear things out. They thought that, come on, they're gonna eat it up.
Absolutely. He thought that there weren't going to be receipts, because that's his belief system. He doesn't believe is real no matter what. So it's like, there's no receipts to have. Everything you have to say is dumb, until everybody brings the receipts, and he's like, well, I guess we have to agree to disagree.
Good point. We're going to agree to disagree.
We have to agree to disagree.
Then what are you doing?
So what was this?
Why
are we talking about? We're not here to talk to the other Xbox fans. We're here to talk to you.
Yes.
We're talking to the media. The Xbox heads know this. We do this on the daily. We cover this.
We cover
you are the one who don't know. The streets know. You don't know.
Yes.
Like my homie New Legal says, the streets know. The streets be talking. It's y'all who don't know. You're the ones who are blinded by this, or blinded to this, right? Whether they're intentionally doing it or not, doesn't matter. It's still being done. It's being done, and they want to act as if it's not. And that's a problem. That's a problem. We got our boy Drawn TJ with
John
that
TJ,
$2 super
thank you,
chat. Says,
love.
let's boycott Destin. Listen, my man definitely took a hit with subs.
Yes.
I gotta tell you, like I stopped. I used to. It's crazy because I used to watch him all the time, just because of the way he delivered news. And like I forget. I think it was Game Shark who said it. He did it in these like small tidbits, and it was like, all right, I'm not here to hear what he has to say about it, but it was just an easy way to consume some of the news
Some of the
throughout
things
my
that were
busy
taking
day.
place.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So at the time it was fine, but I just kind of I stopped. You know what I'm saying? I stopped listening to all these people, dude. I don't listen to any of the mainstream news no more. It's done. Like once I found out about our community, like what's here, what we have, why do we need to listen to them? They're feeding us lies, dude. They're feeding us lies. We can see with our own eyes, but they try to make us act like we're blind.
Yeah.
And that's
They're
crazy.
trying to brainwash the situation. You don't need this is the thing. I would have respected a conversation again if this was addressed. Obviously, you could not address it because of your job and your friends.
Yep.
So, what was the point?
Like if he was gonna come out here and be like, listen, obviously you guys know I work for IGN. I can't confirm or deny anything. But what I do want to do is use my platform to let you guys come out here and say your piece and put it out into the world so that people can hear you. That would have been a respectable situation for
That would have been
Destin.
respectable.
That
That
would have
would have
been
had
like
a purpose, C-Money.
exactly. That
But
would have been big ups.
instead
Like, look at Destin. You
Yep.
know what, Destin? That was a non-pony move right there. Okay, respect. Everybody get up on stage, speak your truth, let yourself be heard. But he doesn't.
No,
He did not
and
do that.
what
This was
he
not that.
listen, belittling people, acting as if you're not paying attention, acting as if you're done with the conversation and you're ready for the next person. So whatever you're saying, I'm not listening to it.
That
I
was
don't care
wild.
because that's what he did. That was wild.
That was
That
wild.
was disrespectful. And if
Super
it was done
disrespectful.
to him, if it was done to him, they would have been like, look at these Xbox fans and the way that they behave. Because even though we are put at a lower standard, they have a higher expectation of how we should handle ourselves.
Facts.
It's ridiculous.
Facts. It is ridiculous.
Why so serious?
Why
Our
so
newest
serious,
member.
my
Thank
man?
you, love.
Welcome.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much
We
for doing
appreciate
that.
you.
Everybody, put the welcome to the
Yes.
family emojis in the chat. I want
For
to see
Why
it
So
filled up for our
Serious.
boy Why So Serious
Yes.
for becoming the newest member of the family.
Thank you,
We
baby.
appreciate you, my man. Thank you so very much. All right, so let me listen. Why so serious? I was coming to you next. This is not My Little Pony.
This is not My Little Pony.
It's not, yo.
Exactly.
Pixelbit G, what's up, my man? Says no gaslighting allowed. Facts, yo. That's all my man was doing. That's all my man was doing, and he called it out because they were saying it to him in the chat that he's gaslighting us, and he's like, "How am I gaslighting? How?" By seeing the evidence in front of you and still denying it. Still denying.
Listen, again, we're not here to talk to rocks, right? We're not crazy. We're not talking to a wall. If you can't understand our point, then why are we wasting our time with you? And even the respect of the conversation just wasn't there.
Right.
It's so frustrating.
Facts.
But you know what? Thanks, no thanks. Thanks, no thanks. And you just gave us a lot more strength. They
did. I gotta tell you, it's wild too, because obviously, like, you can see they're hurting, right? You can see they're hurting. You can see that they are being affected by this. You think that Destin would come out here and knowing who he works for to do this and just be okay with that? Nah, they know he went to make this video. This was
set up. This was damage control. C-Money.
Listen, we're in a new age right
control.
now, and you know, if you follow him on Twitter, put out a video saying like, "Listen, you have their ear, right? This is the time to speak up." I gotta tell you, I could see the difference ever since I was on Boom's show with Paris, who's we consider part of the media, right? Because he's up there with them up on stage, and yeah, he doesn't work for the outlet, but he works for the bigger outlets, right? when that moment happened, when he came on and everybody thought that I was gonna be silent or just let him, say what he wants and I was gonna stay shut because, oh no, he showed up. Once I showed that that was not the case, I really feel like we've been seeing this snowball effect now where
See, Money,
where
honestly, I
people
feel like you've created a movement from that point on. Now we have the media out here trying to do damage control, trying to whatever. It's like, and it was so, I'm not gonna lie, it was so against you guys. Listen, stood there with him and had his back, and
facts.
I saw those comments, and guys, man, so much love to you guys, so much respect. Thank you so much. But guess what? That circle, a lot of them were acting as if, you know, we were Cocoa Puffs. Like, see, Money was freaking Cocoa Puffs, right?
Yep.
But now they want to jump in the wagon and softly hop on your what you had to say. It's funny how things take a turn.
Absolutely.
But I want to thank our boy.
Oh,
Oh, we clicked it at the same
there,
time, and we keep
there we
clicking
go.
it.
Our boy Alex Ferreira with that
All I
$2,
love.
no, not £2. Is that a pound? I think that's a pound. Two. How does I don't even know how to say that. $2.50 pounds. I
It's
don't
all
know.
right.
But
Thank
listen,
you,
I appreciate you,
love.
my man. He says, "Hola, I have Sony stories I can share live with you." Well, put them in the chat, man. We're definitely
Listen,
down to
join
hear them.
our
Yeah,
Discord.
that too,
We
man.
have
Definitely
a
join the Discord.
community show coming up on December 13th, and we would love
Yes.
for you to be a part of it.
Facts. Anybody
So,
who's listening, go ahead, join our Discord.
yes,
December
guys, it's
13th, community
coming. We're so
show.
excited
You're
for
gonna
it.
be live on the air with us. We're gonna have a great show. If you don't know what this means, go watch our last one. It was awesome.
Yes,
Definitely go check it out. But thank you again, my man.
thank
We
you.
appreciate you so much.
I want to give a shout out to Xbox International Podcast. Oh
Oh,
my gosh, Crazy Louie,
my
we
homie
love you
Crazy
so
Louie.
much.
Yo, my man spent 10 hours with us in 2 days. Actually, 10 hours on air,
And then
15 hours in the back end because when we did our gaming podcast on Friday, we had a 5-hour show.
we
And
did.
then me, Doodle, the New Legal, and Crazy Louie spent another almost 5 hours just talking. It was like a whole nother podcast
It
just
was a
between
whole
us.
we were like, yo, why didn't we turn
We
off
should
the
never did it. It would have
mics?
been a 10-hour podcast. It
Guys,
was
you would have
crazy.
loved it. We were bugging out. It
But
was
shout out
so
to our homie over
chill.
there
Yes.
and Xbox
But
International
listen,
Podcast.
that
He's the
connection
man.
is there. We're all freaking family. It was the best time. Thank you so much, Crazy Louie.
Absolutely.
We love
Absolutely.
you. Also, here we go. Thank you, Alex.
Oh, euros.
Euros.
All right. Thank
Listen,
you so
you gotta
much.
start doing your study and see money. And how can I join? You see that link right there? That's our Discord.
Yeah.
And
So
you
you see
just
our
let us know that
Discord.
you want to be a part of our community podcast.
Yep,
And
go
we
in
will
there
put
and we'll
you
put you. We have a
in that
private
channel.
channel
Yes.
that's only for the community who wants to. I'm sorry, for only for the community members that want to be a part of that show.
Yes.
And then once it's time to start getting everybody in, that's it. We go right there. We'll send you the link right there. You hop in and you're in the show, man. We're gonna have a great time. It's
Oh,
gonna be
yes,
good.
we had a blast the last time. This is gonna be wild, guys. We have so much to talk about. We can't wait to talk about it with you. We love it when you guys are in the chat. You know this about
Absolutely.
us. We go back and
Absolutely.
forth. We read the comments. We are involved with you guys, and it's so exciting. And we look forward to it so much when we get to do the show. So
Absolutely.
we're
Our
pumped.
boy Jacob.
Oh,
Let me click.
I thought you had read it.
No, I didn't read it. Jacob Novak says first, it's disrespectful to disconnect calls even if you disagree. Second, Xbox tax is both Xbox getting less scores before it's even reviewed and that people dislike Xbox. That's the fact. You know what's funny? Talk about Xbox tax. Their very own IGN. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so blinded, right? They have those pony. That's why they gotta be ponies, bro. Because they got those pony blinders on so that they don't look
narrow
around, right?
mind.
And get
Yes.
confused.
But
You got
they
Stella.
spread like COVID, though.
You got
This is the
Stella.
craziest thing.
Yeah, you got.
I'm gonna let you get to your, but they spread like freaking COVID. They're bull crap.
They do.
They have a way to, like, in this bully behavior, right? To go ahead and spread their freaking poison, and then they expect no retaliation.
It's crazy.
No, we don't live in that world anymore, buddy. You don't get to put anybody down. We're coming for you. That's it.
Dude, you have that Stella chick. I think that's the one that that he was talking about. By the way, now that this just came to my mind, that that's the one who did that tweet that deleted it and got crap for it the rest of the time. But she went ahead and said that she put out a tweet that Starfield was basically going to be crap before the review even came out. Like, you didn't even play that game, dude. Like, what are you talking about? You're not the reviewer. How you got that hot take? Like, that's the crap that they...
That's the poison that they feed people, and this is why we went to freaking Target, and we were sitting there listening to this nonsense, and it's funny because I was, around with the kids, and CMoney was right there just hearing the stuff, and he's like, "Can you believe this?" They were telling the lady was asking for her kid, he wants a PlayStation, but what's the difference between Xbox and PlayStation? And the answer was that, well, PlayStation has so many more games than Xbox does.
And they run better.
The thing is that it affects everything. Those scores affect everything. Leaving Xbox out affects everything. You understand that? It does. It does. It doesn't matter how you cut it. Did you read that comment, sweetheart?
No. So our boy HD Gaming Nate says we definitely getting to IGN. They're in panic mode. Did y'all see them suddenly drop a Xbox Black Friday ad after being called out? Yo, like, this is the thing.
Damage control.
It just that you just said this right now. Another thing Destin says when he got brought up, like how they kept bringing up the Starfield review was a 7, like over and over again when it kept happening. This is the new deference, right? And somebody else did it before, but it's like, oh, that's a different department. We're not talking about departments here, Destin. We're talking about IGN.
As a whole, it's a company.
IGN. I don't give a shit which part of it,
dude.
I don't care which part of it, fam. That's just the reality.
This is the reality of it. Is that you are not going to go ahead. If it was a department, then fix the department. Come out with an apology. Say, listen, this was not okay.
Yeah, that department's cracked
out. We're going to do an investigation.
They should not have posted that so many times.
Or we went ahead and had a conversation. This needs to be public.
Absolutely.
I don't care. If you're out here, then you're speaking for your company.
Oh, our homie JFX88. Thank you so much with that $5 super chat. Says, sorry I joined late. Listen, my man.
I'm happy you're here, baby. Regardless. Thank you so much.
Says, were you guys on another show where all this Destin stuff happened? Well, we were on our own show.
Live on our show, yes.
Yeah, I think it was Saturday or Friday. I don't know if it was our gaming podcast on Friday or if it was Anime and Beyond on Saturday, because I know we talked a lot of gaming on Anime and Beyond.
We did.
So I think it's in there that some of this popped off. I think KT the GOAT was in that one. Yeah, it was Saturday. So it was on Anime and Beyond that we ended up talking about a lot of this stuff because we were live, but we didn't know that I didn't even know this interview happened, man. Like, I don't follow this dude anymore. Like, I probably follow him, but I don't look for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't pay attention to his stuff anymore.
Time to unfollow.
Yeah, I probably need to. I have a lot of people I probably have to go unfollow.
Yeah, we gotta. Sometimes you just gotta clean the house. We gotta clean the house. All right.
Yeah, I gotta follow. John TJ says I just unsubscribed from that POS. Listen, I get it, man.
Listen, this is where it hurts, right?
Absolutely.
This is where it hurts them.
Absolutely. You go ahead and you do unsubscribe. You let him know that, yeah, we don't like this.
We don't agree.
Destin. And if you're going to be like there's plenty of Xbox dudes we can follow. All right. Like, listen, his production value is high because this is what he does. But outside of that, he's not an Xbox head, man. If you're an Xbox head, you should not be worried about him.
And listen, see, at the end of the day, the fact that he was being so disrespectful.
Yo, he did that to KT the GOAT. I was heated. And you know, KT the GOAT's such a nice guy that when he was in our chat, he didn't even bring that up. He actually was saying like, oh, I think he got it. And
yeah,
KT the GOAT stomped him.
Yeah, and he
super respectfully stomped him. But Destin was not being respectful. He was being the opposite of it. He said, oh, I get your point when you said that. But then as KT the GOAT kept going, every time Destin tried to say something slick, KT the GOAT didn't stop. And again, Destin just shut down. You could see him. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get the next caller up.
Yeah,
and it's like
are
what?
You kidding me? Are you kidding me? And the thing is, there's nothing more frustrating than when you're trying to get your point across and
He
someone
kept
keeps
he
getting
kept
you
stopping him.
cutting
Like, you
you
can
off.
hear KT the GOAT get flustered when he's talking because he
Yes.
kept getting cut off with
Because
some
your
bullshit.
train of thought, it's like you're in it, and then you gotta listen to something else that has absolutely nothing to do with it, and then the something else that you're hearing is someone else is waiting, and you're wasting my
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
essentially. Like, dude, that was so messed up. That was so disrespectful. Again, I'm going to go back to my point. You should not, if you're not ready to have a conversation back and forth respectfully, then you shouldn't have done this. You obviously did it for the super chats. You obviously were sent by your freaking higher ops to come and do damage control. Again, we can see the behavior. We can hear what you're saying. We don't need you to come over here and tell us how to think, right? We don't need you to do that. We have our own minds and we can see everything that's taking place. We don't need you talking at us. We're not your kids. You don't get to tell us what to do. So
Hold on a
that's
second.
it.
Go
That's
ahead, keep
it.
going.
Did you read Dispain's okay. Dispain says, yeah, Dustin, he knew. He knew when the shift, that's why he made his YouTube channel. He got all the subscribers, pretty much didn't have to work for it, and and tricked all the Xbox people to subscribe to him. But now, yes, that's the problem. See, I don't know where C Money was when he clicked on this. Um Give me 1 second so I can see the rest of the comment. See if I can see it highlighted, which I don't think it shows up on. Can't read the rest of the comment. If you put it at the bottom, this pane, if you can go ahead and do that for me, I can read the rest. But we talked about this. It's true, right? When he went ahead and he started, he was talking about Xbox. He got everybody to follow him. Then he tried to do a shift. Nobody was having it, right? And so he stayed in that Xbox suit. So we know where you started. We know what you wanted to do. We have a super chat, okay, from our boy John Mark Luis. A $2 super chat. Thank you so much, baby. Sony on borrowed time. IGN can't save them. Thank you. IGN can't save them. No. That house it's in flames. They don't have the budget to go ahead and do whatever the heck they have to do to go ahead and get themselves together and make a comeback. Right now, they're just waiting. They're just waiting, hoping probably to get bought so they can have some type of freaking money and structure because they don't know what to do with themselves. IGN, it's crazy because I feel like they're just falling with the ship. Again, I said this before, they're like, the musicians in the Titanic, they're still playing that song, everybody's freaking out, jumping off the ship, right? But they're still going at it. It's like it's time to run. It's time to go. Stop doing this damage control and just make things right. Make the changes that need to be made. Right? We won't call you out if you're doing the right thing. It's shitty that it's taken this long, and it's crappy what you're doing to an entire community.
Facts.
It's not right, dude.
John Mark Luis, Sony on borrowed time.
What a
IGN can't
name.
save them.
Love
I
it.
love that.
Yes.
Sony is on
John Mark
borrowed
Louis.
time. PlayStation is on borrowed time. Honestly, this is it's just so sad that these companies have to defend these people in this way. It's
Listen,
sad.
I said it before. They're juggling the wrong balls.
So that's all.
That's it. That's it.
Just the
No juggling. I
words.
won't juggle for you
We
guys.
don't need to.
Yes,
Don't
the
do the
visual.
juggling.
No visual.
All right. Let's just make sense.
Smitty
My homie
Thank
Smitty
you so
Smith
much
with
for
that
the
$5
$5 super chat. Yes.
He says, if Destin says, hey, why did you unsubscribe? We will say, we'll agree to disagree. The Book of X. Oh my God. That deserves some pony tears in the chat. Go ahead and put the pony tears in the chat, yo. Put the pony tears in the chat. Oh my God. These dudes is wild. Oh, snap. Oh my God. That is
Let's
wild.
agree to disagree. Heck
Facts.
yeah. Take that.
Facts.
Take that.
We got
P.
our
Diddy style.
boy. Oh wait, where am I?
So I don't
Okay,
know where
here
you
we go.
were. I was looking for the rest of the Dispain's
Did you read that one
mess.
from
I read
Dispain?
that one, but it continued and I couldn't find it marked where you were. And going up and down, it's not
Yeah, sometimes it's easy to get lost
yeah.
because it all starts blending in when you start seeing it over and over again, the same names and stuff. It's like, where are you? Okay, so where is he? I'm getting there. I feel it. I feel really good about this. Okay, so you read this one, right? Dustin knew he.
Yes, it's that. See, it goes on. I just don't know.
All right, but now, oh, maybe he was being philosophical.
Got you, got you.
Yeah, see, because the next time he says, "I told you," C Money, Dustin, he just knew the industry was shifting, so he jumped on the bandwagon. He was never an Xbox guy, always been a pony. He's never left.
I agree. Listen, and I love the fact that you see it, right? You know it. And again, C Money called it out earlier. He said, listen, he tried to do the PlayStation content and nobody was having it. And now everybody, it blows my mind. I'm not an Xbox dude. Got it. Thank you for clearing it up. So all of the Xbox community and fans should stop following you, right? Is that okay? Because that's what's happening. That's why you're crying. So which way do you want it?
Yep,
All right. You go ahead and
facts,
I'm not one of you guys. Okay, no problem. Thank you.
facts, hundred
We're
percent.
not saying that we don't appreciate a great game. We're not saying we don't have other systems. We're saying that there is a bias and there is a problem to address. And your response is, I like games in general, and I'm not an Xbox dude. Okay, no problem. So
That annoys me so
unfollow,
much. That annoys me so much.
unsubscribe.
Our homie Six Slayer says, "Watch Destin flip scripts if his subs go low enough."
Oh yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure. For
Absolutely, bro.
sure.
Absolutely. That's exactly
For
what will happen.
sure.
That's the clown shit that it is. Game Shark says, I unsubbed when the whole Fire Phil craze was going on after Redfall. He was actually talking about it as if it was a legit conversation. It was nonsense from the start. It was. And I'm glad you took a stance then because that's exactly like all of these things is what led me to just disconnect from mainstream media. It's crazy.
Well, at
Like
that
I
point, you're like, "What the hell am I listening to? This is not a
absolutely.
freaking cult."
Absolutely, 100%. Oh, homie, Texas
What's up,
Flood.
baby?
Welcome, my man says Destin Lie, Gary is just another guy with the IGN leash on like Ryan McCaffrey. You know, it's funny because I'm glad you said that and you brought up Ryan McCaffrey because Ryan McCaffrey, obviously we know he's like the deepest undercover pony, right? And I feel at this point pony is like a behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just you prefer Sony. It's broad, right? Like you either a pony like a Sony dude who just loves to shit on Xbox, or you're an Xbox dude who loves to just take these digs and unnecessary jabs at Xbox because again, Destin
Listen,
tried to
and
say there was a 9-year gap. So, feelings changed. And if feelings changed, then come out and say that you were wrong. Okay? Come out and say, hey, 9 years ago when I wrote that, I was just a stupid ass kid. I was saying dumb stuff. Okay? Rise of the Tomb Raider obviously was okay to be a timed exclusive for Xbox. It was okay. Right? There shouldn't have been any talk. I should not have said one word about it being bad for the industry if Xbox spent some money on a game that was going to be exclusive to them.
guess what? A lot more respect for that than what's taking place,
Yeah, but he
right?
didn't do that. He didn't do
Nope,
that.
he did
He
not.
went ahead and 9 years ago he gave crap to Xbox, and now he was praising Sony. God, you gotta appreciate Sony, man. Their Final Fantasy 16, that's a huge win. What a get. Oh man, this is amazing. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Like, I don't care how long you played Xbox or liked Xbox. That's what we thought. That's what we believed in, dude. That's what you sold us. That's what you sold us. But then you're so caught up in this narrative of I gotta be, I gotta give Xbox the smoke on this random crap. That's crazy. That's crazy. But then you turn around and it's a positive for PlayStation.
And
It's a
that's the
positive?
that's the
Come on,
there's
man.
no denying what's happening with PlayStation, right? There's no denying. We are at a point where now things are kind of coming forward, right? That we've been talking about for quite a bit. And for these things to not get covered the way that every little bit gets covered for any misstep. I step on your shoe. Ooh, ooh, Philly, you must die. You stepped on someone's shoe. You must get fired. All right? It's the end for you. You done messed up. Like,
Facts.
then let's have that same treatment for everyone. I just, again, going back to Redfall and talking the way that they were talking about Phil, it's how how dare you do this to a person, right? And put that much weight on them. And I'm not saying you can't call out Xbox for whatever situation they've got going on, but again, it has to be equal. And if it's not, then that's where the problem comes in. Let's make it very clear. Nobody's
Facts.
saying give Xbox a pass, period, no matter what, but you are giving PlayStation more than a pass.
Absolutely.
And so that needs to be equal or don't do it at all. And at the end of the day, the behavior is because the house is full of ponies, okay? And there's a bias that's taking place. And I don't care how you want to explain it or what kind of band aid you want to put on it. It's too late for a band aid. We've already seen it all. We know this. This don't we're not trying to figure out could it possibly maybe please tell us is this what's happening in there? No, we don't need you to clarify that. We already know this. What we want to know is who's going to take accountability for this. Okay? Cuz I don't want it to just change. I want acknowledgement. I want an acknowledgement. I want accountability that this was taking place and it was wrong and that changes will be made going forward. I don't need you to tell me that this doesn't exist. It does.
Facts.
We're not going to eat up the bull crap that you're trying to feed us.
100%. 100%. Our boy John Wolf says you can't convince these people of the Xbox tax. All we can do is point out the BS and talk our truth. Many do it on purpose, and some just don't want to call out their colleagues.
And
Well,
John Wolf, let me tell you real quick though. They know that there's an Xbox tax, and that's what is annoying. That's what's frustrating. The tax, the bias. Oh, we don't understand what they mean by Xbox tax. Go ahead, read all the tweets. Go figure. You're out there. You know what it means. You're a part of the problem.
I better see a wall of doodle rat emojis right now. Okay.
I think we are very clear on that. We don't need to convince you guys. We know that you know. And I think the patronizing behavior is the problem. There's no point in talking to you.
Exactly.
There's no point in having a conversation.
It was a waste of an
was.
interaction with this dude. It was a waste. Nothing came from it.
Nope.
Nothing came from it. Yeah, us Xbox dudes heard the same thing that we hear amongst ourselves all the time. And we heard what we knew the media thinks about it the whole time. It doesn't exist. It's unreal. Oh,
and that was the same conversation.
The Illuminati against Xbox on the media. Like, come on, man.
And
like,
that's the problem. The patronizing, the freaking nasty energy towards it, the belittling, the acting as if you know better because you're in there. Guess what, baby? I don't get paid by IGN. You
Facts.
do.
Facts.
So my opinion is a lot more valuable than yours in these streets.
Facts.
So take several seats and shut the heck up. And I'm going to go to Big Boy Mike.
Big Boy Mike.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you, my dude. With that $5 super chat says, PlayStation isn't in trouble. Their consoles are outselling Xbox 150 to 2. Hashtag donkeys love white powder. White powder. That's beautiful.
Drop the mic, baby.
Oh my god.
Drop the mic.
Oh my God, we need to make it. We
I
gotta
know,
make an
I
emoji
know.
with white powder on
I
a pony.
know. I think we should be there.
Oh my
Maybe we
God.
unlock some new ones today.
Yeah, we
Thanks
were
to you
7 away from our
guys.
next
Thank
emoji.
you
So
so much.
I definitely want. We gotta make a white
Just
powder
for
pony.
boy Mike, baby.
Oh my
Let's
God.
go.
That
That
was
was
amazing, bro. That
awesome.
was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my God. Jacob says someone found out on via LinkedIn that Xbox hired 2 managers for events. So we might get another developer direct and we might get another Perfect Dark or Gear 6 reveal at TGAs. Well, this is the thing. Thank you, Jacob, for saying that because we just I just saw that Jeff Keighley did some type of I don't know, he was talking and I guess there's not gonna be any world premieres at this show this year. I don't know. That's what it seems like. I don't know. I didn't watch his stuff. I don't watch his things, but through the grapevines on Twitter, somebody clipped it and somebody asked him the question. And I think the answer was, I think it was Hazador who said it. Hazador Gaming is the one who clipped it. That supposedly world premieres are like not a thing. They were already dwindling last time. So that means there's not, this is all going to be recaps of new, like of things or showing us again, like new takes on, I don't know. This show is getting whacker and whacker, bro.
Yeah.
It's getting whacker. It's a garbage award show. So, but at least in the past, there might have been a chance you saw something good. But
when they
now
cover
it's
up
just
their
irrelevant.
tracks a bit better, but now seeing the money that Xbox is spending, and that's just jealousy, baby. Go ahead and live in there because it makes you do ridiculous things. And that's what we're seeing play out. Thank you very
Facts.
much. Pass. Jesse B, baby, welcome. Thank you
Welcome,
for
homie.
being
Says
here
he
with
was
us this
calling
Monday.
us insane. Yeah. To our faces. And we were supposed to be chilling
Oh,
with
we're
him.
kumbaya.
Oh my
It's
God.
all
But like this whole
chill.
thing, like I feel like I don't think you need to go up there and be like, hey, Dustin, I love you. But I need to tell you. Like, don't preface that shit.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
because
Don't
listen,
soften the blow.
and
Just go in and straight up tell him like this is what it is.
it's
This is
an
what it is.
uncomfortable situation because we're talking about someone who's always on the mic, right? He's out there and he's a part of the media. And so, I heard people bring up his cookies and everything else. And it's like, okay, this is not about the cookies.
Mhm.
Let's focus, guys.
Let's just keep our
This is
message
not
clear.
About yes. Let's put those pony blinders on and let's freaking focus on the problem. But it's like, man, come on, bro. I want to bring this up real quick.
I have one right there.
Oh, go ahead.
Cypher Type 1 says lawyers and judges would recuse themselves from cases when there is a conflict of interest. Destin should have done exactly that. There was nothing he could have said on the matter being part of IGN.
That's all I'm going to do to that because
Facts.
this is that's the thing. What are you out here doing?
Like, why are you
nobody
wasting
want
your
to hear your
time?
nonsense? We've heard it over and over again.
You should not have done the first video, bro.
You guys are crazy. We know this narrative that you're trying to feed us. We understand.
See, it's funny because he is concerned to lose his job or whatever, right? Or to ruffle feathers over there. But he's not concerned with the Xbox community.
Mhm.
He doesn't care that we're talking about this, that we're feeling this, and he's supposed to be the Xbox dude. But this is the same thing that happened with Paris, that happened with all these people. Like, it's these people, instead of being conduits for us to speak our voice and be heard, no, they just want to silence us. Like, hey guys, this is not how it works. Just accept it.
That's not okay.
Just accept it.
That's not okay.
Nah, man.
I want to say a huge thank you to Big Boy Mike.
Are you kidding me?
Thank you. Thank you so much. He gifted 5 On Point for Gamers memberships.
Oh
Again,
my God.
thank you so
Big
much,
boy Mike,
baby.
man.
Thank you.
That's wild.
Guys,
I appreciate you, mom, dude.
Please
thank you so much.
Big Boy Mike. Let us know. You have to claim your memberships. Enjoy. That was so nice.
That was so dope, Big Boy Mike, man.
Thank
I appreciate
you so
you,
much.
man. You're too kind.
Let
brother.
us know.
You're too kind, man.
If
Thank
you
so
got
much.
the members, who got the membership?
Absolutely. John TJ with that $5 super chat says ponies are like Karens. Make that emoji, Destin is a Karen.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Thank
Listen,
you, John TJ.
thank you.
TJ.
Thank you, man.
Thank you so
Oh
much.
man, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. But yeah, this was where was I?
Hold on. I have one that I want to bring
Go
up.
ahead. Go ahead. Hit it.
And hold on, I lost it. Let me see. Just give me a second. It's from Sensei. I saw it before. It gets a little lost in here. But he brought it was amongst the lines of like, I want Xbox to be the villain that they claim that. Listen, they claim they
Yeah.
are. Right here. I think I found it. Here we go.
Sensei
Sensei
Matrix.
Matrix says, I want Xbox to become the supervillain. Listen,
That's
Xbox
it.
been the supervillain.
They're starting.
Xbox doesn't have any
Their villain arc
studios. And
started.
now, guess what? Xbox is dying. Xbox buys studios, and oh, Xbox is a freaking villain. Redfall comes out messed up. Oh, Philly's a villain. Like, how can he do this? Now Call of Duty's on Philly too. We're always out of wrong no matter what steps are taken, no matter what is done. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know if you guys agree with this or not, but a villain who's out there saving studios, giving people the opportunity to go ahead and express themselves artistically, when we know that even Sega ran off to Xbox, they treat us better, right? Not even their own freaking studio. This was a shot at freaking PlayStation, a very clear shot. And if this is, Sega, right, that they don't own, imagine what they do to their own freaking studios and the people that are in that building. Come on.
Listen, Xbox has started their official villain arc. Okay, it started on Monday when the Game Awards snubbed them. All right, so just to be clear, we all know that here, the villain arc has started. Okay,
Yo,
Jacob Novak
Jacob,
say cocaine and ponies. What's
what's
the
the
difference?
difference?
Holy shit. That's amazing.
That's
That's amazing.
awesome.
That's amazing. 3-Bit says, yeah, there's a sentiment that when others get their game, it's less in quality. Look at the review scores for MLB The Show. As soon as Xbox got it, LOL, drops like 5-10 points in meta. Exactly. Nobody's immune. If Xbox gets involved, there's the taxes applied, man. The taxes applied. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I don't know what these people are smoking. I've been playing it online. Played some zombies the other day with TJ and Becca. We were having a grand old time, right? Played the other day with this pain. We had so much fun. The game is fire. The game is fire. You go on Twitter, you see clips from people just killing it, having a great old time on that game. Game is fire. But it's a 4 from IGN. Oh, Doodle. That's right. You did hop on. You hopped on too. We played. It was
Kind of snub.
I'm just saying. I forgot. My bad. I was just pointing out community members, but I do. I remember you out here slapping people up too. Listen, the point is that the game is not a 4. I don't give a shit what you say. I don't care whether you like it or not. It's not a 4. It's not a 4. It gives you zombie mode, multiplayer, like team deathmatch and all that fun stuff, and then a campaign. Even if you gave each one a 2, that's a 6. You know what I'm saying? You can't go and say that all together that's a 4. I don't care what side of the fence you're on.
My favorite line is that Call of Duty's now boring.
Yeah,
guys.
it wasn't boring until Xbox
not
owned it.
Until then, once that deal closed, it's trash. It's trash.
Yep.
The pain is real, guys. That's what we're getting to. The pain is real, and we're just gonna keep on pushing. That's it. That's how it goes.
Mark Smith, welcome, my man. Thank you for being here, brother. Drake
Welcome.
Williams says Destin gaslighting the Xbox community after literally begging them for subs is absolutely wild to me. Yo, he literally did beg them for subs. Every single one, he will stop and say, hey, guys, please sub. Oh, I want to hit my target. Please sub. Oh, I want to do this. Please sub. He did it all the time. So you asking Xbox heads to subscribe, we subscribe, and then the first chance you get to stand up and be the voice of the people,
at a moment like this,
you back down.
Come on,
and
man.
you throw the fucking gas on us with this
The
gaslighting
people
bullshit,
that
bro.
supported you, the people that bought your
Crazy.
damn cookies, expensive ass cookies, just saying.
Facts. Facts. The Hooded Canuck says Spider-Man 2 on the Xbox and PlayStation 2 was the best Spider-Man game, period. That and Web of Shadows, Shattered Dimensions, top 3 Spider-Man games of all time. He says, what was that Spider-Man game where you could play both Spider-Man and Venom? Ultimate Spider-Man, right? Like, you're right. It's funny because now that's an exclusive, right? We've had it multi-plat forever, but it's an exclusive. But nobody came around saying, hold on, why did they take away Spider-Man from everyone?
Oh, because it doesn't matter, right? Because it went to where? It went to PlayStation. Just like those 2 Bethesda games that nobody talks about that PlayStation had freaking exclusive. That's okay to
It's all
do,
okay.
right?
That's all okay. But
That's
Starfield
all
exclusive
right.
to Xbox, problem.
Yes.
Problem.
Yes.
Right? Web Dave, what's up, my man? Welcome, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's just so one-sided, dude. It's crazy. This Pain says, shit, Dustin, I watched his videos fairly for a month and was like, this guy's still a pony. And I unsubscribed.
He's still galloping around.
Still galloping around like a damn pony. It's crazy. Pixelbit G says, it wasn't even contentious. Most reviewed rated it high 80 and above. 3 pony outlets scored it low. Eurotrash, ignorant, and the game shit. It's true. And the thing is 80 and above. It's not even 80 and above. It's 90 and above for most of them. They put out 54 outlets on an image that they put up. All 9s and 10s. And almost half of them were all 10s.
Oh
Come
my
on,
gosh.
man.
I also want to talk about this real quick. Um, he brought up that Phil himself in
Oh.
2022,
Oh my God.
okay? In 2022 was going at Xbox in what they had going on and the lack of games and hello, that was 2022 and we all know the fact that our leader can acknowledge the problems, that's a problem too. That's a problem too. Now you're going to use that against us? You're going to use that against Xbox? So what is it that we want? We want him to not come out here and do the same thing that PlayStation does, right? Not communicate, not take accountability. And then what are you guys going to say to that? Tell me. This ear right here. I want to hear it. I want to hear it. Right? What are you going to make out of that? So there's a problem if the dude comes out and takes accountability and says, "You know what? This was not right. This was not going well. This is not what we want to give our Xbox community." That's messed up too, right? We're going to go and use that against him. So he just shouldn't talk.
And
He
it's like,
shouldn't come
dude,
out here and do a thing, right?
first of all, that came out through like those emails that leaked. We found out that he was really pissed about what's going on, and he came out and said things. But it's like he was in a bad situation. He had games coming out in 2022. Starfield, Redfall were 2022 games. They got pushed because he had to make the right judgment call.
For who?
Right?
For who?
For the Xbox fans.
Got it.
He had to make
Thank
sure that
you.
we were going to get the best possible games that we could get.
Thank you.
He also learned that he shouldn't just blindly trust his studios.
Yep.
Which is what
And
happened with
you know
Redfall.
what? CMoney, I am grateful for that. I'm happy that that whole thing happened with Redfall because it changed the way he is dealing with it. It is a very uncomfortable situation when you buy these big studios. These people know what they're doing, and the last thing you want to do is go ahead and step in and say, you know what, it's got to be such an awkward situation. We spend all this money, but we don't want to take away your power and act as if now we know better, right? We're gonna let you do your own thing. I think that dynamic changed, and it changed very quickly the moment he had to go ahead and take that freaking sword for them, right? Because nobody was looking for Bethesda, they were looking for Phil. And so at that point, at that moment, he learned very quickly that anything that takes place is on him. And so he had to go ahead and get involved a lot more. And that's why we saw people going ahead and retiring, right? Because they couldn't handle the situation and the lack
Facts.
of power that they felt they once had.
Facts. 100%. 100%. Want to shout out my man Crispy Bomb. What's up, dude? Thank you for
Welcome,
being
baby.
here. Thank you for being here. The Hooded Connect says, I can't watch his videos anymore. After Mav showed his videos last night, nope, he is a pony. I don't agree with you, Destin. Never will. There is an Xbox tax. Pony crime, baby. Pony crime.
Let's
Love that.
go.
Love that. Drake Williams says, it's easy, guys. Negative articles get clicks. The difference is that PlayStation bans people for negative reviews while Xbox does not. That's why they attack Xbox.
Guys, I want to welcome KT
KT
the
the GOAT. Oh, man, we've been talking about
we've
you,
been
brother.
talking about you. Thank you so much for being out there and representing.
Yes, and sorry that you were so blatantly disrespected by this dude, man.
We watched,
we
listened.
Believe that crap. I cannot believe he was so disrespectful to you, bro.
Kept cutting you
off.
Yo,
talking about the next caller while you're in the middle, like burning them, spitting bars at this dude, and he just didn't want to hear it. You shut him down, yo. When you drop that bar about the media talking, like trying to talk about media is like the police like doing their own investigation.
Yeah,
like that, yo. It was like, police. Yo,
yeah.
Dustin didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do. He was like, at this moment right now, I knew that I
messed up. And listen, also your point, yes, as a business owner,
facts.
For anybody to be out there doing something that doesn't represent the opinion or the what the business represents, it's not a thing. It's not a thing. You call that out 100%. Listen.
Facts.
I'm sorry that you went on there and it was disrespectful the way that he handled what you had to say. What you had to say was so valid, and we appreciate you for being there and speaking for us.
Facts. So thank you, man. You did a great job out there.
Yeah.
Cypher Type 1 says, oh, the icing on the cake is when he said that the media has been calling Modern Warfare 3 a bad game and then said it was objectively a bad game, while admitting that he didn't even play the game. That's the clown. Like, come on, man. How are you going to sit there and say, oh, I agree with them, but I didn't play it? Don't say you agree with them and then say you didn't play it.
Because that's what he came to do. He came to take it. Listen, thank you for pointing that out, because it just... It explains the point that we're trying to make here.
It's not like there was visual. It's not like Spider-Man, right? Like, I didn't have to play Spider-Man to see all of the crap show that was going on with the bugs and the turn into Spider Cube and how stupid it is to play as Mary Jane the whole game. Like, those things are objectively real. Like, you could see them. Like, that exists. But like, if you watch the video review for Call of Duty from PlayStation, from IGN, look at that, I call them PlayStation, from IGN.
Might as well.
If you go ahead and you actually watch the video, he talks about how bored he is or how this, and meanwhile, you see him going crazy in there. He's dumping, dodging, trying to stay out of the way, getting up, shoot. Like, the video doesn't equal what he's saying. Like, it looks like he was playing like Call of Duty. It was an amazing experience. Meanwhile, he's sitting there. He couldn't show us anything that wasn't dope, that wasn't exciting, that wasn't well done. But somehow in his mind, he was able to put it on paper to lie to us that this was a some type of subpar game. Come on, man. The only thing that changed from last year to this year is that Xbox owns them. Come on, man. Let's stop this. Cullen Prime, what is up, my man? Welcome.
Happy Monday.
Says some people were saying that Microsoft was telling Activision what to do with COD while they were in negotiations. That's not possible. So that is bullshit.
Yes.
Mark Smith.
Okay.
Mark Smith says, hey, they turned the Call of Duty DLC into a fully fledged game, which was smart because that's the last one PlayStation can have for freebies.
Enjoy, guys.
That's right. That's right, baby.
Enjoy that. Because, listen, if things go my way, you guys will not be getting that Call of Duty money every year. So, say a little prayer every night.
We'll see. Darren Hauser,
welcome,
Thanks,
baby.
Big Boy Mike, for handing out these memberships, man.
Oh, yes. Darren got a membership.
We appreciate you, Darren. Thank you for being here, man.
Thank you so much.
Oh, sorry. John Wolf says, I even tried telling him that Xbox could bring out the same copy and paste game as PlayStation and they would be scored differently. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It
It
doesn't
doesn't.
matter
It
because
doesn't, John.
he's
And
still in the same bowl.
I'm glad you see it. I'm glad like he went ahead again. He called out our boy for his tweets, right? And it's like, okay, well then let's have that conversation. You called in. There wasn't really a conversation that was had because you said your point and he doesn't really acknowledge. He doesn't go ahead and say like his mind is not there to be changed. His mind has an agenda and the agenda is to tell you that there's no tax and there's no bias. Period.
Facts.
And listen, at the end of the day, that's the truth.
Uh,
If the Xbox name comes with consequences.
so listen, I'm like an hour behind in the chats. So I'm gonna start skipping ahead a little bit. So if you wrote something that was that you really want to be said, excuse me, just write it in the chat again. If you don't hear me talking your thing, is because I'm just gonna skip forward. It's literally like I'm like an hour behind. So
And guys, if we have not welcomed you, we may have just
yeah.
not seen
Def
it.
Leopard, what's up, my
Obviously, we
man?
didn't see it, but
Says I think Destin was forced to make a fool of himself. I feel that, man. Sour Bloy says the funny thing, most games now Xbox Series X is running at much higher resolution than PlayStation 5. The gap is bigger, but media doesn't speak out about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Chris Lee says perception is one thing, reality is one thing, and there can be a perception of reality. That's a thing too. If you perceive reality, then you have done the job correctly. Just saying. Listen,
facts.
yes, I agree. Destin's take an old Xbox was annoying to me. That is not Xbox and Microsoft now. Destin, you should know this. Horrible journalism on his part. Facts.
We
Facts.
expect better, right? We expect more.
Yep. 3-bit says Sony had a $7 billion lawsuit against them. IGN, crickets. Yeah, it was like 4 million.
Where was
Like
this
it was,
article,
yeah,
guys?
it was wild. Corey,
3-bit,
no
where was the
life.
article, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think they ended up eventually doing it, but it was like so long after that it was already out of the cycle. Didn't even matter. Corey No Life says, I made it. Good morning, everyone.
Good
Corey,
morning,
welcome, my
baby.
man.
You know what's
Welcome.
funny? We heard about this, well, you did, from Becca, because this wasn't out there, remember? The lawsuit?
Oh, yeah, yeah. She sent it to me.
Yes. So, we were like, "Okay, we'll talk about it on our podcast," but, like, it was, I think, it was much later because of the holiday and everything, and then it finally came out, like, right before, our podcast. It was crazy that this was just, like, seeing if it's almost like they're waiting to see if it can get brushed under the rug, and
Yep.
if it can, then it's like, "Oh, shoot, let's make the minimal type of impact that we can with this situation."
100% agreed. Big Boy Mike says negativity affects sales. That's why Xbox is having a harder time getting ahead because of ignorance, IGN
Yes.
ignorance, and their counterparts. Yo, facts, big
I
boy.
agree
You speaking the truth, dude.
100%. The fact that they try to act as if what they have to say has no consequences for the Xbox community and for Xbox in general is ridiculous. And again, is part of the problem. The fact that you guys can't admit to that because listen, it's not that they don't know. And I think that's the part that I'm really sick of. It's not that they don't know, is that they refuse to acknowledge us.
Agreed. 100%. 100%.
No one is that stupid.
Yep. I couldn't agree with you more. Oh, Dr. Vodka. What is
What
up,
a
man?
doctor. Let's
Some
go.
were day one on Game Pass games. Yeah, when they left out the names. Absolutely. That's freaking crazy. Again, guys, I'm sorry. I'm kind of skipping through. Chargasm, welcome, my man.
Welcome,
Thank you for
love.
being
Thank you for
here.
being here, honey.
Like I said, if you have something, go ahead and put it in. If you like retype it out. Dr. Vodka says my cousin Destin is making me look like a pony bot. Awesome Gomez, welcome, my man.
Welcome,
Thank
love.
you for
Good
being
morning,
here.
familia. Buenos dias.
Buenos
¿Cómo estás?
dias,
Feliz
amigo.
lunes, amigo.
Green Goblin, what is good, my man? Says, I think a lot of these journalists was brought up by playing PlayStation games because Xbox wasn't about then at that time as it was Sega, Nintendo, and PlayStation. As I can see, bias against Xbox. Yeah, listen, I mean, everybody who played games at that time grew up without Xbox until Xbox came out, right? So I was part of that group. I played the different things until Xbox came. And when Xbox came, it was The only thing.
Guess what? When something else comes in and it's a part of the equation, like, what do you do then? What are you supposed to do? Aren't you supposed to be fair,
Facts.
right? And
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, it's been long enough.
Agreed.
Let's go. And they've brought new people in with the same type of
Yeah,
mentality.
and they've done so much for the industry, but not for the media, right? So they've done stuff for the gamers, not the media, and that's why the media is pissy because they're threatened, dude. It's just a fact. Listen, Game Pass is a threat to media. That's just the fact of what it is, and that's why they keep going with this.
And
And it's
why?
not going to
Why?
change.
Why
It's going to
see
keep
money?
going
Why?
because we don't need them.
We don't need
We
them.
don't
These
need
games are
them.
in there, and as long as you have Game Pass, you can go ahead, try our game, pass on it, or go ahead, try it out, see that you like it, play it, post about it, and it spreads. And that's it. They're out of the
Facts.
equation, and that's why they're freaked out.
100% agreed. Sarblo, my man, says, I think we need to ignore those media. That's the best way we could end the Xbox tax. No engagement will hurt them more than calling them out. Sour you are
I
100% right. If there was a way to guarantee that none of us was ever going to engage, right? And I'm talking about huge, like to millions of people, right? The problem is that's not the reality,
It's
right? The
not, and
problem
I
that's
think that
not the reality.
yes, the lack of
That's why
engagement,
we have to
the
talk it
lack
out.
of speaking up is what has allowed them to get away with this and continue to do so. I think right now they're feeling a bit cornered, and that's why we gotta keep on standing up. We gotta keep on taking a stand. We gotta start unsubscribing, stop following, and show them that we won't stand for this anymore.
100%. 100%. This is the time they're listening now.
Yep.
Out of all the times, they're listening now.
They're listening, they're not acknowledging,
Yes, I
they're
mean they're let
trying
me
to
listen,
go
let me
ahead and
rephrase that. They're
combat the
hearing it. They're
situation.
hearing it now and they're
They're hearing
acknowledging
what's taking
our
place. They're
words.
saying, "Oh, they're onto us," and they're being extremely verbal about it. Let's continue to deny. Let's continue to treat them like they're crazy. Let's call them out on being crazy. Let's shame them on their opinion, which is so derogatory. Come on, man. You guys know the world we live in right now. For that, that's not cool, man. That's not cool. You should get
Absolutely.
called out for that because
Absolutely.
we're all equal, right? We
100%.
all have the right to speak up. And my opinion matters just as much as yours and anybody else's.
Facts. Read. Eastside Vandal says they are pushing back against Xbox tax because content creators like yourselves are proving their journalism degrees to be useless.
Agreed.
Facts. 100% true, Eastside. Thank you, my man, for that. That is facts. Chargasm says if Starfield was PlayStation 5 exclusive, 98 Metacritic.
A perfect game. They wouldn't even have nominees for Game of the Year. They would have just handed out the freaking trophy. Like, listen, guys, not this year. This is a game of the generation. We're just gonna hand out the trophy. It's listen, we have developers out there speaking up on what we feel as the consumer.
Yeah, the
And
Xbox
it's
developers getting
we
burned and they see it. They know
and
it.
they yes.
They know it. They're coming out.
Which
They're not staying
means
quiet either, bro.
no, and that means that they are for them to come and do this that they haven't done, it means that they feel backed by us. They feel empowered by us. It also means that they have had up to here and they can no longer deal with what they're doing and what's taking place. And so we need to stand with them. We need to speak our truth. We need to be verbal about it. I'm not saying we need to be disrespectful about it, but our opinion needs to be heard and repeated until it's acknowledged because there's a difference between the two. You can hear me
Facts.
all you want. You can hear me while not listening, and that's not cool. That's not cool. I
Nope.
have no respect for that. I want to give a shout out. Oh, sorry. To Dark Angelic for his $5 super chat. Thank you
Thank
so
you, my
much.
man,
Thank you,
Dark
love.
Angelic. First of all, thank you for being here. And thank you for this
Yes.
$5 super chat, my man. He says, to paraphrase Upton Sinclair, it's difficult to make a man admit there's an Xbox tax when his salary depends on denying it. Unsubbed and muted. What? Yo,
Yo.
those are bars.
Yo.
Yo, Put those
Yo,
pony tears in the
put the pony
chat
tears up,
right
guys.
now, because those are some bars. Put the pony tears
Yes.
in there.
Listen,
They crying.
they are.
They
The
crying.
contradiction is like you cannot come out here and if they're paying you, man, your word means nothing to us.
Yep.
Nothing. Take several
Facts.
seats.
Man, that was beautiful. That was beautiful. Dr. Vaca says, how does Starfield get 10 out of 10 from IGN Japan? Facts, dude. Facts. Facts, man. Come on, your
Again,
own squad is telling you use
again.
a fool.
Yep. Receipts, baby.
Come on,
Receipts.
man. Look at Joanna
Receipts.
Dark with his bull. They on point for gamers. Get Resident Evil 8 Village on iPhone 15. Not yet. Okay.
Listen, we got
Still
bigger
playing
situations
Starfield.
going on over here, Mr. Joanna Dark.
Exactly. Okay. Chargasm
Bigger
says
problems.
even Major Nelson say there is different metric for Xbox. You know what's funny? They I forgot who brought that up. I think it could have been KT to go, or it could have been John Wolf. I don't remember. But they did bring it up to somebody brought it up to Destin, and it was like nothing. Just like nothing. Like there's no big deal. Like Xbox knows this. Xbox knows there's an Xbox tax. But it's funny because they want to quote Phil when he was giving them shit, but they don't want to quote Major Nelson when Major Nelson says, come on, man, like we know. We could do anything. It's always going to be viewed as lesser. We're just not measured the same, right? We're not measured the same. And that's just what it is, dude. It's just what it is.
Listen, it's crazy. Again, we live in a world right now where we are standing up for what's right, where everyone should be treated equally, and there should be a mutual respect. And the same thing goes. Like we can't let that go in any angle, right? We cannot let this just continue to happen to Xbox and be like, oh, okay, well, you know better, you know what you're doing.
Just
No,
accept it,
no,
guys.
just
Just
accept it.
accept it. This is just what
No,
it is.
then guess what? Let's go back years and years. No change would have been made, and we will still be living in that world, and that is not acceptable.
Not
It wasn't
somebody
okay
has to do it.
then, and it's not going to be acceptable now.
Facts. Somebody has to do it. Somebody has to stand there. So we have to do it. We have to, as a group, we all have to make sure that we do not accept their bullshit. What was the other thing that they brought up? Right. So when I was on the show with Paris, I told they talked about how there was bias against Hogwarts Legacy, Harry Potter, right?
Yes.
So they said, "Oh no, we knew Harry Potter was not going to win because of what happened." Okay. So on the show, I told them, so if that's the case, right? If that's the case, and Harry Potter is being not nominated because of a tax against them, right? There's a bias against them because JJK, JJK, that's Jujutsu Kaisen,
That's
baby.
just it's on your
That's on my
mind.
mind.
That last episode
Because
was fire.
J.K. Rowling went ahead and she created the universe of Harry Potter, but this game doesn't have any of the characters from there. It's in the world, but it's not a world 100% that has anything to do with it, right? They just made the castle, they did all this stuff, but the story, all that stuff, they created that. The gameplay, they created that. And you snubbed them from even being mentioned at the Game Awards. Mentioned at all because of that bias. So the question was very simple. If that is possible, if it is possible for all of you to band together, I'm sure that you guys didn't put out some big chain email that says, hey, everybody on board with snuffing with Hogwarts? We're going to snub them out. They're not going to be a part of this, right? Yeah. Snub them, right?
Yep.
No, nobody did that, right? You guys just understood it amongst yourselves that that's what it was. If that's possible, how?
This is so crazy
Is
to
it
believe,
such a
right?
crazy idea that this is happening to Xbox?
When there are plenty of receipts,
There's
guys.
plenty of receipts. And John
Plenty
Wolf
of receipts.
went ahead and took that and he brought that to Destin. Nothing.
Crickets.
Nothing.
Crickets.
Nothing. Right? Nothing. Because why? Because it makes too much sense. Right? It makes too much sense. So they want to go ahead and he has to dodge it like a little biatch. I mean, that's just the reality of what
Listen,
it is.
yes, because what was the point? What was the point of doing this if you're gonna dodge? Dodge and weave. Dodge and weave. Listen, if you came on to talk about the problems, then let's talk about the problems. Again, this is not My Little Pony. I don't want to hear about your friendships. Friendships is magic. Got it. Noted. That's not supposed to be a part of this conversation. I don't give a crap about your friendships. I don't give a crap about your paycheck. If you're coming to talk to me about something, that should not be a part of it. Your company, what you can discuss or not. If you couldn't discuss the issue, then why are you on a mic? What are you
Wow.
doing?
Facts.
That's it.
What even is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, what even is this? Old Rogaru.
Garo.
Welcome, my man. Thank you for
Welcome,
being here.
baby. Thank you for
Says
being here
he
with
was
us.
trying to put out the flames and doesn't care.
And that was obvious.
Obvious,
And listen,
right?
I'm glad you
Obvious.
see it. We saw it. I know you guys see it, right? So
Facts.
that's the thing. Let's not pretend that this was some type of this was not for us. This was for them. Let's make that clear.
Yeah.
This was not done so that we can be at ease, so that we can feel like something has been answered, like we are represented in there. No, this was a what? See, money, I tell you all the time, a self what?
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. You came out here to pretend that you're going to go ahead and communicate with us. You were over there doing your own thing, your agenda for your company, cuts you your check, right? This was for you.
And he didn't honestly think that there would be the real receipts. And he, like, you could tell he didn't even go. He put out a tweet to put your receipts in this thread and then we'll cover it. He didn't look at it beforehand because he didn't think there was anything that was going to be there. It's like, come on, man. Hoodie Canuck says the media are blind to this. IGN doesn't like that we have other forums besides them to listen to. And that is a problem. That's what makes us a threat to them. Right? That's what makes us a threat to their way of being. Because if we have enough people who are sick of it, as small as we may be, it infects their chats, it infects their live streams, it affects their podcast video comments. We are out here, baby. You cannot hide from us. We may not be the millions and millions of subscribers that you have.
We still have
we
a
can
voice,
still
baby.
go in there and shit on your parade.
Mhm.
All right, because
we
that's
can make a movement again. Magically, everybody's out there after CMoney had his discussion doing damage control on behalf of the media, right? So we're making progress, you
funny.
guys.
What Paris didn't know is that he was giving us a gift.
Yes.
He was giving us a gift because it made it okay to stand up to these people in a broad sense, right? And to not just be like, oh, well, I understand your point, but here's my no, fuck the points. Okay, there's no your point. Your point is nothing. Okay, your point
because you are
is media.
integrated
We don't care
in
about
that.
that point.
That makes no sense. You can't tell me what's real or what's not when
Facts.
their reality affects their paycheck, right?
100%.
Again, their subscriptions, their freaking followers, the what am I advertisements, these are all getting affected in order for them to feel cornered in the situation and want to come out here and make a stand and make a point and do damage control.
Yeah.
And we're on the right path. That's what
100%.
that means.
Our homie Chris Lee says, how about they just don't care for 300? They don't. That's true. Agent Smith says, I noticed Paris was out first of all, Agent Smith, welcome, my man. Thank you for being
Welcome,
here.
baby.
Says, I noticed Paris was out making his rounds, going to different Xbox channels, trying to dispel the Xbox hacks. Is that recently or since it happened? Because last I heard, he was going to stop. Oh,
Yo, Xbox International Podcast.
Our homie
Crazy Louie, baby. Thank you for the $5 super chat.
Says, with that dope ass $5 super chat, says, gaming media trying to break us. We started a fire, and this fire is hotter than my Fruit of the Looms.
Woo!
Oh my God. Yo, Facts, man.
Listen, you
Facts.
told us you were gonna get new
You
underwears,
did tell us you
Louis.
were gonna get new ones,
All
man.
right? Don't
All
try to
right, we need
play
that new
us.
brand in here.
Yes, we wanna know. You've involved us too much. Now we need to know when these changes are taking
That's
place, all
right.
right?
Punty, welcome, my man.
Welcome,
Thank you for
baby.
being here, homie. Thank you. Yeah, no, that's it's so true. We really are it's a movement that is starting, and that's why we cannot stop.
Mhm.
That's why we have to call out these people in the media who are trying to, again, silence us, who are trying to make us sound crazy. And they're using the ponies to get in there, right? To add to it, right? Because for every one of us that was there trying to, talk the real ish, right? And talk that shit about it,
Mhm.
there was the ponies who were in there trying, this is not real. They're just in their minds, blah, 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 blah,
There
blah.
were listen, for every one of us, there's and this is the this is the thing that you can see now what fence people go ahead and hang out in, right? Because there's also the ones that you don't expect to go ahead and call and hop on that fence. And at the end of the day, just because there are Xbox fans out there that don't want to speak up, you also don't need to shut up the ones that are. Just like we all have the right to go ahead and do our thing. We should not, I get it from the ponies. Got it. Noted. But if unless you're a pony too, stop claiming that we should not speak our mind. Stop claiming that we should go ahead and oh, it's embarrassing to engage, or that's your choice. You make your own decisions, just like I can make mine. See, money can make his, and we're entitled of ours. But this is what I will say. We haven't seen anything like this. This has not been taking place up until this moment. And so there are changes being made by the things that we're saying. So I think that in order to really fully make that change, we need to continue on our path. And listen, you guys, if you're on Twitter, like you're not alone. You like see money and we're here, man. Tag us on stuff. Crazy Louie, listen, tag him on stuff. Like come like
Oh,
we
yeah.
stand together. I told you guys this thing before,
Facts.
and it stands. We stand together. You're not alone. Any pony, it's coming, just holler at your crew. That's it. Don't let
Absolutely.
anybody shame you from saying what you need to say.
Yep.
Nobody's saying go be disrespectful, go be a jerk. No,
No,
nobody's saying
we don't
anything.
need to.
But
We don't
listen,
have to because
you
the
have
facts are
the
real.
right to speak your mind.
Listen, what do we say? We have listen, wait till our oh man, we gotta make another one. But it ain't slander if it's true.
It ain't slander
It
if
ain't
it's true.
slander if it's true. It's not you're not talking shit to them if you're telling them the facts. They mad because you telling them the facts, and that's
Yes,
what it
and the
is.
fact that the facts are being pinned on insanity, on, "Oh, this conspiracy," and they're trying to, like, make it seem, by the way, which is, like, ridiculous, it's so messed up that they think that they should be listened to, and they think that there's someone better than to go ahead and feel like their point matters, but any other perspective cannot be heard or is pinned as crazy. That's messed up.
Facts.
I
100%.
want to thank
Wait,
Mr.
damn.
Joanna Dark.
Wait, this one was up here. The Hooded Canuck says, "We are
I thought you
not
read it.
crazy, Destin. You the one who is crazy." Pony
Yes.
cry, pony cry. That's beautiful. All right,
Let's
go ahead. Let's
go.
go. Let's go. Where's my homie?
Sorry, Kadu. I thought he read it.
Oh,
I'm
it's all right. My
sorry.
homie, Mr. Joanna
Mr.
Dark.
Joanna
With
Dark.
that $5
Thank you
super
so
chat, we
much.
appreciate you, my man. He says, "How does Crazy Louis have money?
Oh,
They paying prisoners in Dominican prisons."
oh
Oh God.
oh
Also, no one in the media bothers to understand Xbox's business model. Facts. It's 100% true. They don't want their business model, Joanna Dark. That's the problem. They don't want that model because that model doesn't include them. The model doesn't include them. Xbox fans don't need the media.
You know why? Because Xbox has that Microsoft money.
That's
And
right.
guess what? Let me tell you, baby. Let me tell you, money makes a difference. And I'm just going to say that if PlayStation has $5, right? And Xbox has about $20, there's a difference between the two in the type of movement that they can make in this industry. Obviously, Doodle is speaking in a different but you guys can understand what I'm saying for anybody who wants to grab this and be like, "Oh, look at Doodle talking about $5 and $20." You guys get it, right? You guys get what I'm saying. It's not the same. When you have the money to go out there and spend, we're not competing in the same playground. We're not playing the same sport. Understand that. And that's the problem that they're having because that Microsoft money just got double down on. All
That's right.
right.
That's right.
Sathya came out here. Sathya said, you know what? You want to pick on my kids? You want to go ahead and have that going on? Daddy stepped in. Daddy's here with his wallet. Daddy's going to fix
Facts.
all the problems. And
Absolutely.
y'all don't like that. But keep at it, though. Keep at it because what it's going to do is that they're going to come out and they're going to do a lot more damage
Oh,
than
it's
what you
coming,
guys are
baby.
seeing right now.
It's coming. It's
It's
a
coming.
beautiful thing. And it's already here. To be clear, we're not saying it's coming like some future. It's already started. It's already
Oh, it's
started. Us
been
Xbox
there.
fans have been eating well. We've been eating well. I'm still playing Starfield. Loving Starfield.
I listen.
It's a banger, bro.
The
I don't care what anybody says. And if you think differently, that's fine for yourself, but that's not reality. This game is amazing, dude. It's just what it is. It just is what it is.
Wait, I gotta point this
Wait.
out. Chargasm says, hit that like button, guys. Yes,
Yes,
please.
please
Thank you
do.
so
And if you're
much.
listening and you're not in the chat, just hit the subscribe button and come chat with us. I'm saying
Yes.
hit the little bell so you know when we go live. And if you're a subscriber already, come on. You see
Join
these
our
emojis.
Discord,
Join our
follow us on
Discord.
Twitter, and
Become a
guys, listen,
member. Have a
if
good
you can
time with us,
share,
man.
that'll be awesome.
Yeah,
That'll
share
be
it
awesome
out.
and much
Let's spread the
appreciated.
movement, man. Let's spread the movement. These clowns out here thinking that they're safe with their team of lies that they build around them. Like, nah, we're good. We see through them.
We're
No
Gucci.
worries. Crispy Bomb says that's like people telling me the economy is fine. Like what? Facts.
It is
Facts.
not, baby. It is not.
Old Roguro. Damn it, old Roguro. I understand why he's being clueless because it's his job and he recently had a child, but he was the wrong person to talk about the subject. That's the point. Why would you come on here to talk when you know that you got nothing to say? You know you ain't got nothing to say. It's just the reality, man.
If you can't go ahead and really speak to everyone and to the people, then you should not be on the mic. You shouldn't be doing this. You should not be bringing attention to yourself. Again, I appreciate what you did because it just shows how we are right.
Yeah,
So
just made
thank
a
you
fool of
for
yourself.
that.
So appreciate you. Mark Smith says Xbox has always been the home of true gaming, not one and done games you put away when you're done. PlayStation is casual only gaming for the soccer moms trying to impress their neighbor.
Listen, that's what's come and it's bit them and like it's made a situation for them. You know,
Facts,
now they're
yo.
trying to get into gas games. Let's see how that
Oh,
goes.
we already saw how
Mhm.
they're already canceling them, pushing them back. It's not looking great. Sensei Matrix says, hold on.
God bless you,
Damn,
baby.
I had to
Oh
sneeze out of
my
nowhere.
god.
Sensei
Oh
Matrix says,
my
I played with
god.
matches and now Sony is burning.
It's burning
Yo,
down.
they are burning. I think that right there,
Yes.
put the pony tears
Put
in
the
the chat
pony
right
tears
there.
for that
No,
one.
they're
Put them
cooking.
in the
Put the
pan.
pony
Yes.
cooking.
Yo,
Put the pony
Sensei
cooking
just
in the
cooked them.
chat. Just cooked them right there, yo, for reals. King Solomon says, that's right, CMoney, let them know. Facts.
Thank you for being here. Listen, I listen to we're happy to have you on our Discord and you did send some messages. You were dropping bars. Thank you so much for doing so. I did listen to it. I I don't know how to record that damn thing that you guys do. But yes, you were dropping bars. It's 100% true. Thank you for understanding our point and thank you for being with us. It's a big deal what's taking place right now and it's true. Listen, for us especially with children to be able to have game pass and going ahead and letting them just explore and you brought up a great point, safely explore, right, where you can go ahead and monitor what your kids are doing and say, you know what, I need to see who's trying to friend you on Xbox, right, and being able to do that safely, that's a huge deal, man. Thank you so much for taking the time
Oh yeah,
to drop in those
that
messages
was a
and
dope
dropping those
message, brother.
bars. It's much
Appreciate you,
appreciated.
man.
We see you, we
Appreciate you.
hear you. Thank you you so much, baby.
Absolutely, homie. This Pain says, and that day on Boone's podcast, they confirmed that there's bias. Paris said it himself. Absolutely. Legendary Yobi. What is good,
What's
fam?
good?
How are you? Glad you're here.
What I miss? What's new? That's funny.
Jean-Marc Luis, yo, y'all got a podcast after 3 p.m. People like me be at work. Gotta get back to work. Well, it wouldn't be Morning Quest if it was after work.
This was Morning Quest. We have 4 shows, love. We have but thank you,
But
by
thank
the
you,
way,
we
for being at
appreciate you
work
so much.
and still engaging with us and going ahead and running our podcast. Because listen, the reality of it is there are many options out there. The fact that you guys are all here with us, we appreciate you so much. It means the world to us. So thank you so much. We do have other shows. We have 4 shows actually that we do, and all of them are past 4 o'clock. Yeah, there's a 7 p.m., a 4 p.m., and a 6 p.m. show.
Yep.
But yeah, this is our morning quest, and we love it so much because we engage so much with the chat.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Beautiful
so
way to
this
start the
is
week.
this is a lot of fun.
Hooded Canuck says Starfield is not a Sony over-the-shoulder holding your hand game. It does not hold your hand. There is no way he finished this game in time. He did the review for IGN. Yeah, he only played it for like 50-something hours. Like, I played it for longer than that, and I'm still not done with the game. So he just mainlined it and did barely whatever on the side.
And the smirk on his face while talking about it
Yeah, you could
was
just see him like
crazy. Yes, hold on one second. I want to thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank
snap.
you. That is awesome.
Got 10-1.
Thank you for being here, and thank you so much for that $20 super chat.
We
Thank
appreciate you, brother. Oh, man, that's dope. With the
Thank
$20 super
you.
chat says, once Sony becomes a third-party developer and are no longer sending those checks to IGN, I guarantee that IGN will start looking in Xbox direction. Yo, so true. And at that moment right there
It
is
won't
when I want Phil to
matter.
look at him and just be like,
No, thank you. Next. I want him to Ariana Grande their ass. Next.
that's right.
Thank you.
That's right.
Next, baby.
Thank you.
Because that's the
next.
thing. It is going to get to a point. You bring up a great point. It's going to get to a point where they're going to have to go ahead and be like, oh, hey, guys, we were just joking. We're including you now. But by then, you are forced to do so, right? We're doing the flip, right? The pancake flip. And it's not in any way genuine, is not in any way fair. And all we're asking for is fair. We're not asking you to exclude PlayStation. We're not asking you to only call them out, even though this is what you've been doing to Xbox for so long. That's not what we're asking for. We're asking for equality when it comes to these companies. It's as simple as that. And it's really difficult to understand the difficulty that you're having doing so. So that's the problem. That's the problem. I also want to thank Big Boy Mike. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you, man.
Dude. Thank you so much, my brother.
Thank
Big
you.
Boy Mike with that $5 super chat says, when I think of the gaming media and Sony Pony Pickle Riders, I think of hot, wet dog shit. I bleed green.
Let's go.
Thanks, my man.
Yo. What's the other one? Wait. Sweet honey iced tea.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Sugar honey iced tea. Yes.
Sugar honey iced tea.
I love that too. I love it.
It was beautiful.
Sugar honey iced tea.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you so much.
Oat says, no way IGN isn't biased with 40% advertisement revenue from Sony and more clicks for pro PlayStation articles. These are just facts, my dude, but they don't like facts. If you tell them that, they'll say, well, I just agree to disagree.
Agree to disagree.
Like, no, man. Stop
agree
being
to disagree.
What? Come on,
but
man.
We are supposed to listen to you. How are you? You're not listening to us.
Agreed.
Okay? I heard a lot of people acknowledging their point and then saying, but this, and that. Agree to disagree. I can't talk about that because of my company. Yeah, but these are my friends. So I get what they're saying. Guess what? Business is business, right?
Business is business.
Business is business.
Don't bring me that bull.
No.
Don't bring me that bull. Raiden Blade says, Unlocked isn't getting the views. Destin gets more views than them. So did IGN make Destin do this? Can't trust these content creators.
You can't,
You
and that's
can't, bro.
what's sad. We're supposed to go ahead and guys, come on, man. CMoney he still has all his magazines when they used to send them out. He had subscriptions to all these freaking magazines, and we have like freaking ridiculous stacks
We do.
of these
Stacks and
things.
stacks.
And it's crazy because you were excited to read a review or what was coming out and to have broken that trust, to have taken your fans and manipulate them
Yep.
in the way that you're still, even though it's clear as day, and they're shouting to you, like, hear us. You still have the audacity to do what you're doing and yo, it's so
Wow.
insulting. It's
It is.
so insulting. It's not appreciated for the people that stood there and trusted you and listen, right? And spread you around so that you can have more followers, so that you can have more people backing you. It's messed up, man. Pixel Big G, thank you so much for the $5 super chat.
Oh,
Thank
man.
you.
Pixel Bit G, thank you, my man. With that $5 super chat says, y'all, all of the Reed Pop group is up for sale. Maybe they will all go broke and bye-bye as a group. VG247, Eurotrash Gamer, PC Lamer, and all the others. Yo, I did not know that, but that would be dope. Isn't Reed Pop the homies who do what's it called? That show? The one for the fans. What's it called?
I don't know.
The one that we went. It's in Boston.
Yes, yes. Dude, oh my God.
Why am I
Yes.
blanking out?
I don't know. I know what you're talking about, guys.
Pax,
Yes,
Pax.
Pax, thank you.
Woo! Okay. Oh man,
We just have like the t-shirts and all the freaking stuff that they sold over there. But yeah,
that's
the name, the
wild.
simple name,
That's
we're blanking
wild,
now
dude.
on.
Thank you for letting me know that. That's wild.
Thank
These
you.
clowns out here. Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Our boy Big Boy Mike with that. Listen,
Yes.
PSA, public service announcement. Hit that like button.
Hit the like
Please
button.
do.
Thank you, baby.
Please
Thank
do.
you. Thank you. Thank you,
Absolutely.
guys.
Crispy Bomb says, I like XCast because I feel the passion they have, even if I disagree sometimes. You know, when I remember when XCast was first made, it felt like, you know, obviously we know Greg Miller's a PlayStation dude, but it felt like he finally heard that there was Xbox fans there that wanted to be represented, and he made that show for Xbox people and let Snowbike Mike, who was a huge Xbox head at the time. We thought Alana Pierce, a huge Xbox person, because she was on Unlocked. Now she lives in Ponyland with the ponies, but I mean they pay her to be, so I mean I guess
And
that's
that's
fair.
what it seems to be. That's
um
the
but
situation,
like
right?
now, it's like now you got, I feel like day by day, Gary Whitta cares less and less about even being there. We know he's not an Xbox dude. He doesn't care. When he first started, he said, "Yeah, I'll do it. I don't care. I like Xbox," but he's not like an Xbox head. We know Paris. Yes, he's an Xbox dude, quote unquote, but he doesn't ride or die for it, right? Snowbike Mike is really the only one on there who does for the most part. But again, it's just like we say IGN, right? You know who you work for, right? So you work for Greg Miller, you work for a PlayStation Focus, company. It's only so far you can
You
go,
know what you're
right?
there to do,
Not
right?
that not that I don't think Snowbike Mike is I don't think he's somebody to discredit, because I've seen him go in and fight with some of these people. But there's a limit to what you could do. I mean, it's his job, right? It was his dream to work there. Like you got to be smart, right? So I can appreciate him. But I don't watch any of that stuff anymore anyway because of that, right? Like I can appreciate what he's doing. I just don't want to see it like that anymore. Like I'm not down for that. Not when there's too many real people out here putting in the work, actually repping Xbox. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to see. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got
because yeah.
some dope ass shows out there who is actually putting in the work. You got international podcasts. You got New Legals, Direct Gaming. You got a lot of people out here who's putting in the work to actually be a representative for the Xbox community. Come on, man, gotta be there. Um, Hooded Canuck says IGN cannot handle us united as a community. That is what this is, IGN. We are gamers, we are Xbox fans, and we are not letting this stuff happen anymore.
There you go.
Freaking
Yo,
facts, Hooded
drop that
Canuck. Yo,
mic real quick, baby.
put those pony tears in the
Put
chat,
those
baby.
pony tears
Put
in
those
the
pony
chat.
tears in the chat.
Dropping
Come on, man. Dropping bars
bars.
like that on here. Come on, bro. Woo. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
It is. See? Just
Yo,
like that trailer,
did I see
man.
G Maybe's name? I did.
G Maybe, what's
Oh,
up?
G Maybe.
Welcome.
What's good, man? You know what's problem? It's like there's a lot of G's or G's and C's, right? And the problem is you don't have the picture. G Maybe, you gotta put a thumbnail on there or something. You know, put a little picture in there. Because the pictures are easier to be like, oh, that's this guy. Because it just sometimes it blends in. Oh, this one here I wanted to definitely highlight. Sensei Matrix says, I'm the Xbox super villain, baby. I'm still waiting on that pony smoke. I got bars to burn. Sensei, you're gonna be on the show, right? 13th, baby. December 13th. He's gonna be on the show. I'm pretty sure he said so. If he's not, then I'm lying. But I'm pretty sure he said so. He's gonna be ready, man. December 13th. He's gonna be dropping them bars, baby.
Yes, Sensei had some technical difficulties. He was gonna be on our last show.
Yes,
we missed you there, baby, but we're excited for when we get to do this together.
Absolutely.
Thank you, baby.
Absolutely. Let me see.
Big boy Mike in the Hooded Canoe coming through with those crying emojis. Wait, I gotta share this with you guys.
There we go. To the other side. To the other side. There we go. Yes. Yes. It sucks that StreamYard doesn't let you actually show it, man. It's wild. Hold on, let me see. Crispy Brown says it pissed me off when McCaffrey was on taking over. I could see Mike was pissed. Oh, he was on the show. I didn't watch it. But I guess he was being an asshat. Hooded Canuck says, yeah, Destin, to do that is mad disrespectful. Sounds like a mooch podcast. Oh, man. Sanchez Gaming, what's good, my man? Says I am subscribed to him also.
Welcome. Thank you for being here. Happy Monday.
Alex says, as an old Xbox moderator and 10 years inside the gaming media and critics, if you want, I can record live if you want an outside US UK idea of the gaming politics landscape. Yo, listen, be on the show, man. Be on the show on the next one so you can get your bars off, man. We want you to be on the platform so everybody can hear it. People who are watching afterwards come in here. We want
Listen,
you there,
we stand together. We go ahead. We're in a situation over here, and again, together we're louder. Max 380, welcome. Hey, yo, what's good, peeps? TTS, let's go. Thank you for joining us today. And
always.
Becca, RSJ Fan 05. Hey, everyone. Welcome, love. Thank you so much for being here. By the way, we logged into Fortnite last night, and we were looking for Eminem. And listen, we were rocking, but we were so disappointed that he wasn't in there yet. So December 2nd, we thought that they
or the invisible dude or whatever, this guy Omni-Man or whatever. I saw somebody in the game with him, but he wasn't there to buy, so I don't know what took place.
Listen, we're copping that as soon as it drops.
Rashawn says late, but I'm finally here.
Thank you for being here, love. Thank you so much.
He says, yo, I gotta share at random that Chat GPT got an attitude with me.
Really? What happened?
Probably says some crazy stuff.
Here, baby.
Chat GPT is beyond some other thing. Hood Canuck says Sony is in trouble. Fact. Oh, Zach McCoy.
Oh, Zach McCoy.
What
welcome.
is good, my man? He is likely on the work call
out today.
Yes,
Happy Monday.
I was on the work call. Thank you, sir, for making that known. Absolutely, I was. Alex says the gaming landscape in Europe is Ponyland and the blockage is real. Oh my God. Yo, I feel that
100%.
Yo, I gotta say, you know, as I sit here and I just think about this thing that we watch with Destin, right? And the way that he was able to just like continuously keep course, right? And have no change in opinion or anything, right? When you hear that, right? And you think of Destin, you think of how long we've watched Destin as an Xbox dude, right? You think he's an Xbox dude, right? And unlocked and all this stuff, and then he started doing this.
Says he's
Like,
not.
what
All
does this
right? Choice.
say? Like, if he's an Xbox dude and this is the way he's handling this, how are these obviously non-Xbox dudes handling this in there? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we could see him, who's supposed to be an Xbox dude, dodging and weaving, right? Like dipping and dodging, like trying to avoid this, agree to disagree. Like, what are the conversations in those buildings in IGN when you have these people who are blatantly not Xbox people? Like, how do you think that conversation goes? Like, how is there a chance for Xbox? How? If the Xbox dude at IGN feels this way, how is there a chance for Xbox with these people?
Agree.
There's not. There's not. You just have to you just have to know that IGN is not your spot. And so all the other places, it's equal. They're not alone. IGN, GameSpot, they're riding the coat waves of IGN, trying to coattails of IGN, trying to feed in and get as much dollars as they can.
That's
Oh,
not the
IGN gave a bad
place.
review for Starfield. So did we. Look at us. We did too. Let's tweet it out. Let's tweet it out. Come on, man. It's crazy. If you're in here right now and you're still listening to IGN stuff, dude, just walk away from it, bro. Just walk away from it. You don't need to go there. You don't.
Obviously.
You
Listen, they
don't.
have no respect for the Xbox community. That's been made clear. Check, noted. They are patronizing. Check, noted. They call us crazy for the Xbox tax and bias. Check, noted. I mean, like, at the end of the day, listen, I said it before, it's kind of like waiting for their acceptance is like having daddy issues. It's like, "Oh, please, please look at me, acknowledge me, see me." We don't need to plead with that. We need to fight against that. And I think that that's my issue. The problem is that once they come around, I'm not going to be happy with that either. I feel like it will be done out of, you know what? Now we've exhausted our opinion and it's not working for us. We need to make this work for us. I feel like we've given you guys more than enough opportunities to come around and to see our point. And even again, these not interviews, these comments, this destin, whatever the heck at this
Character, we
point.
call him now.
Yes, there we go. I
He's a
appreciate that
character
because all I
now.
saw was a freaking pony. At that point, like, having him out here is just continuing to disregard the our perspective and what we keep bringing up, what we keep saying. It's like, come
Facts.
on, man.
Facts. G maybe says when the band was playing on the Titanic, it was too late to fix things.
It was.
100%
It
true.
was.
Why So Serious says if Places dies and takes the ponies with him, I'm all for it. Listen, look, at a certain point, it was like, listen, I want everybody to do good, for competition. But you know
Yes.
what? Xbox don't need their competition.
No.
Xbox don't need competition from Sony. Because to be real, they don't have competition with Sony. Like, let's just call this what it is. The Xbox is way up here. Sony is like, I have to put my hand through my floor to get to where they are compared to where Xbox and Microsoft is, right? So there is no competition, right? Xbox is being handled by Microsoft, and Microsoft is just doing them. They're just doing them. They're just doing what Microsoft knows to be the best course of action. They're just doing what they've done with all their other markets that they have, all their other lines of products and other services that they offer. And they're taking something that was small and they're going to make it huge.
Hey, hey, hey. I'm gonna use your own words, right? From your amazing movie,
Ooh,
right?
ooh.
Xbox is out there like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. All right.
Ah,
Imma
I'm going
do
to do my
my
own
own
thing.
thing, yo,
I'm going to do
and
my
this
own
is
thing.
this is the situation, right? That moment with Miles getting attacked by everything and every freaking other Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman, the freaking pig, everybody else that was out there coming for him, that is Xbox getting attacked, and listen, you can't do it anymore. We don't care. Keep at it.
Facts.
Keep at it. Keep at it.
Facts. This Pain says Dustin just jumped on the bandwagon and he tricked all these Xbox guys out there believing that he was part of the team when he wasn't. I never trusted that
And now
guy.
he claims he's not, guys.
Yeah,
This is the thing. Thank you again for bringing up that point. That was if you don't feel offended by that, I don't know what to tell you because the fact is that him claiming right now that he's not an Xbox dude, it's like, okay, so what were you doing before? Luring us in and
exactly. Exactly. Alex says Sony blocks Xbox stuff on European stores. I that at this point, there's no way to not believe that. You know what I'm saying? It just makes sense. This Pain says, and there's an Xbox podcast out there that worked really hard. He didn't work hard for his. It's true. It's true. Destiny's logo is a Destiny spaceship. Let Bungie come back to Xbox and see what happens. Right? Hooded Canuck, yes, with the love for Redfall. Redfall's an amazing game. Dude, I'm on that boat, bro. Yes, maybe it's not the end all be all of games, but it is a good game. I enjoy playing it.
listen, we
I gotta
went
get
back
back to
in,
it, man. I
and
gotta get back to
it's
it.
a lot more populated for those of you that maybe didn't like it in the beginning, go get it. I was getting my ass whooped, all right? They came those they were out for blood.
Yeah, they're hard, bro. Pause, but they were hard. Chris says, "Oh, and Destin just put out a vid after all that about Sony being sued. Shouldn't that have been the video in the first place? Not arguing with us about what he knows to be a thing."
Oh, baby. Listen, doodle hearts to you, my love.
Facts, facts,
Exactly. Exactly. Let us be. Let us be. That's it. Let us be. You're not going to change our mind because you're in the ins.
facts. Agreed.
Because you're in the ins, we don't trust anything that come out of your mouth. And the fact that you went ahead and had an opportunity to talk to real Xbox fans who were telling you how they felt, and you felt the need to disrespect them and get on other things while they're talking to you. Bye bye, boo.
Facts, facts. I somehow got even further behind than I was when I say I
You
was gonna
keep
move
going,
forward.
man.
Oh, Louis Frag, what's good, my man? Welcome. Thank you for
Welcome.
being here, player.
Zach
Uh,
McCoy, damn, you still streaming and got 70 people. Get it, team. You kill it. We love you, Zach McCoy. You know
appreciate
that.
you, brother.
Thank you so
Appreciate you.
much.
All right, so I'm gonna go and I'm gonna skip down more because I am so far behind. It's crazy. Oh man, I want to put this out here. What if they show us Indiana Jones a bit? Oh man, I
Yo,
want to see that. That would be great. That would be great. Nemesis is the god says, I'm not watching the Game Awards. Hashtag Game Awards so Sony. Yo,
Game over so Sony.
facts. Facts. Jeff Keighley
Welcome,
is only
baby,
showing
by
Sony's.
the way.
Yes, welcome,
Welcome,
Nemesis.
my
Welcome, my
love.
man.
Thank you for being here with us.
Absolutely. Gummy Hernandez, welcome, I'm saying.
Woo!
Thanks for the
Oh my
gifted membership,
gosh,
big boy.
yes, you were playing as last night on Fortnite RoboCop.
I was
Yes.
playing as RoboCop last night in Fortnite. Facts. Sensei Major says, so what you're telling me is that because Sony has no trailers and we have to suffer on the Xbox side of things. Well, I'm not watching it. Oh yes, this is when I was talking about Jeff Keighley saying that they're not going to be doing any of the, like, not having fucking trailer world premieres. It's like,
So
bro, how do you not have world premieres? You had a year to get this shit together.
well, listen, the reason is because, PlayStation doesn't have a lineup.
They
Um,
got no
they
games.
have no games, everybody. Just
Their
a little
roadmap only
reminder
leads to one
if
place:
you forgot.
remasters and sequels. Come on, man.
Let's
And they
go.
didn't even got that for this
They
coming year,
ain't
man. They're gonna
got
be
no
rocking
games.
remasters the whole year. They're gonna have Last of Us Part 2, Horizon Zero Dawn. Some people are saying that they might do Ghost of Tsushima. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. Look, Jacob says, remember when your parents used to say, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed when you was young.
Listen, that hurt. That hurt right there.
Facts,
You know
facts.
what I'm saying?
Uh,
That's what we are. We're
it is.
disappointed.
It
We're
is.
disappointed in what you're doing to the Xbox community and what you continue to do, hearing what we're saying, and you just keep at it.
Facts.
So,
Facts.
listen, you know what I'm excited for that January show? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think they're
Okay.
gonna give it
Oh,
to us.
you have something up there.
Yeah,
It's
let
like,
me
yo, we're in
okay.
sync.
All right, let me
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Joanna
Go
Dark
ahead.
says, I can remember what I can't remember what media outlet wrote an article how you shouldn't sleep on Quantum Break, yet the media crapped on that game, and now that Alan Wake 2 is a hit, they love Quantum Break.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the bull.
All right.
What were you gonna
Hold
click?
on. Right here. Go ahead. See. Man.
Game Shark says, if I were Xbox, the only announcement I would make would be for the next Xbox Direct in January 2024.
Yes, go ahead, make that announcement over there. I
Yo,
am telling listen, I was just saying how excited I was for that direct. I feel like it's coming through this year. I was so excited when it happened last. Let's go, Xbox. You don't need any of this stuff.
I feel it. I feel it. Darren says, I'm usually at work during streams. On Point for Gamers help me get through my days. Oh, man.
Baby, we're happy to hear
We
that. Thank you
appreciate
so
you. We
much. We're here
appreciate
with
you.
you, baby.
Void Rat, what's good, my man? Welcome,
Oh
welcome.
my gosh. Hi, baby. Welcome. Happy Monday. Hold up. Def Leppard. Good
I'm still waiting
morning.
for the secret
I'm still
PlayStation Showcase. Oh my god.
That's where they announced a remastered of The
Oh
Last of
my
Us
god.
2, yo.
That's
That's what
hilarious,
took
yo.
place over there. Primus Gaming, welcome.
Oh,
Thank
damn
you
it.
so much for
Primus
being
was good,
here.
man. Yo.
Primus says, I'm late, but we're happy you're here. Happy
It's all
Monday,
right. We're
baby.
here,
Thank you so
man. We're
much
here.
for
We
being here
appreciate
with us.
you. Mr. Seven Digit. What's up, my man? Says the only people these days saying there is no Xbox tax are either ponies or paid media shills.
Exactly.
Facts. 100%. Louis Frank says, I only watched a bit of his vids talking to some, but I couldn't bear the foolery he was spewing.
It was.
Facts.
It was. It was crazy to think that this was for us. The fact that they're sitting there acting like they're doing us a favor, it's ridiculous.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. We're doing you a favor by watching this crap. We're doing you a favor by giving you the benefit of the doubt, knowing that you are one of them. And all you did was confirm, confirm, confirm. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
you
all
just
you
shone the light
did.
on yourself. You shone the light on yourself, and the real
This,
Xbox heads now know you to be who you are.
and the
You
reality of
confirmed
it
it.
is,
We all thought you were on. We had the inklings, but now you just confirmed it for everybody. So
and that's the thing, like, this did more damage than anything you could have done. You could have stayed quiet, you could have stayed aside. Nobody was watching and paying attention at the moment because we had bigger fish to fry. We had other problems going on with this situation, and all you did was bring attention to yourself in this big problem out there acting as if we're all Cocoa Puffs.
and
And
the
listen,
fact that he
I haven't been
thought,
eating Cocoa Puffs in a long time, my friend.
listen, Cocoa Puffs be banging though. Uh, the fact that he did this video, the Xbox tax isn't real, and he didn't expect the blowback from it. That shows that he doesn't have his ear to the streets, that he's not listening to the people, right? He's not listening to his fellow Xbox fans and the Xbox community. He's not. And that's why it was so blindsided for him. He's not, man. Sensei Matrix says when Infinite Warfare came out years ago, people only bought the game because Call of Duty for Modern Warfare Remaster came out with it. Now that game was bad, but I guess the media forgot, but I didn't.
Hold up, hold up, hold up,
Go
hold
ahead,
up.
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. But give me
You
some
pony
passion.
cry,
But
my subs, my subs. What a clown. What a clown.
Big boy Mike is out here cooking those ponies. Man,
That
I
was
wish
Game
they
Shark.
popped up over there.
That was Game Shark. Oh, he was literally literally cooking
guys,
them with
use those emojis.
the emojis. After that, you got to put that in the chat right
You
now.
gotta put that in the
Their
chat,
ponies are crying
man.
in the chat. Put the cooking them, right? We cooking them out here. We cooking them out here. Twittery Snake, what is good, my man?
Oh,
Says
baby,
just got
welcome.
here. Don't know what's been said, but the games media is dog crap and dying. That's why they grasp at anything negative. Xbox podcasters and YouTubers have stealing their lunch for years. Facts. Straight up
I
facts.
love the wording on
KT
that.
the Ghost says, yeah, I wasn't
Silly.
even sweating it. We even had a little convo afterwards. He knows what's up though. Yeah, I mean, you definitely gave him the bars. Dude.
You did.
You definitely
You
gave
him
him
that
the bars.
smoke.
There's no way. Like, it was so disrespectful, my dude. Like, oh
It
my God, if
was.
I wish I was the dude that came up after you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I would have called him out on that. So, oh man. John TJ says Modern Warfare 3 story is a 9. The multiplayer is a 8. Yo, facts, dude. It's a freaking great game, dude.
Oh yeah, hold on.
Go ahead.
Wait. Big boy Mike. All right?
Before the video, Destin was sniffing pony powder. Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs. See, that's
Oh
the
my God,
message. Thank you, big boy Mike. That's the message
Put those
to
pony
take from
crying
this.
in the chat, yo. Put
Don't
those pony
do
crying
drugs,
tears in the
kids.
chat. They felt that one.
We have
That was
listen, we
stud.
gotta have those of us with kids, we gotta say, listen, watch this video. They'll get it. They'll be like, yo, I'm only 6, I'm only 4, but I get what's happening here. I see him dodging through these questions, not answering what's the problem at hand. And then we turn around, we say, see, this is why you don't do drugs. This should be a freaking commercial right here. Thank you for that one, baby. Let's go.
100%. Sensei Major says they need to put respect on the Xbox name, and when they speak point blank, no exceptions.
My people, those were, check it out. Def Leppard said, special pony cookies. Let's go.
Oh, KT the Gold says,
Man.
kind of crazy to think they've never said it's no bias for PlayStation, but running articles about stop claiming it's an Xbox tax because you're wrong. Facts. It's so true, man. It was so true. It's wild how they do that, man. It's wild. Louis Frag says, keep showing them receipts. These so-called flip-floppers can't come back. Absolutely. Kasea, what's good?
Oh, baby, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with us. Happy Monday. Let's go.
Facts. Infinite
you
Umbra,
guys,
what's good,
welcome.
homie? I still have to go back and listen to that the table read you guys did.
Oh, yes.
Definitely want to check that out.
Yes, Silent Cypher was over there dropping some bars too. It was, I'm excited to see it.
Absolutely. Sensei Majors with the heat. What's exciting is that we actually have the best games, and the ponies are mad about it. And I'm loving, yeah, I am a super villain, and Xbox got more heat dropping. Yeah, man, that's what's up. Absolutely.
Listen, this is what they claim. Oh, I didn't even have to say it. Look at this. Big boy Mike.
Tastes like dog shit.
Oh my God.
Darren Hauser
overpriced
says,
cookies.
Oh, yeah, for real.
Pony's
got a room full of scientists analyzing what Xbox tax is. Real Xbox players know what's up. Facts.
Joanna, room full of scientists. They don't freaking get it.
They're a mess.
They don't get
Look
it.
Look at Mr. Joanna Dog. Fraud alert.
Oh my goodness.
You were capping for iPhone gaming. Don't make me call you out on the mobile text. Yo, first of all,
that's where the future is heading.
Facts.
All right, so call the popo.
We were talking about the rise of iPhones being able to play current gen games.
Yes.
And the fact that people need to be aware of
Get those facts correct.
And listen, if Apple or Google or whoever it is, they go ahead and keep putting more power. Every year, these things are going to get more powerful. Xbox has to figure out a way, and they did, because we already know what's coming. They're doing that hybrid console that's going to be focusing on cloud and AI coming up next. So, yeah, Mr. Joanna Dark, they figured it out.
Let me ask you, Mr. Joanna Dark, what do you think Xbox meant when they said we're not worried about PlayStation with this kind of money that they're out here dropping? What do you think the monster that they're worried about? Which one is it? It's not Nintendo. They just signed a freaking 10-year deal with them. What's up? Go ahead. You figure that out. I'm gonna trust that you're gonna figure that out. I'm gonna leave that on you.
Facts. It's funny. Twitter 6 says, I don't understand the aversion or the big pushback against the tax aspect of it. Like, they'll be like, oh yeah, there's 100% an anti-tax, anti-Xbox bias, but there isn't an Xbox tax. Like, they're so, but that's the stupidity that they have. They're trying to get you all confused and try to act like these are different topics that we're talking about.
They know exactly what we're talking about. They know exactly the problem. They're the problem. So they know exactly what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Let's not even give into the claim of, cluelessness
taking it in the other direction. the people out there who think it's funny to make fun of our movement here where
In a
we're
different
trying to talk it,
mentality.
they want to go the opposite way. But what do you mean? There is an Xbox tax. Look, I just bought this from Xbox, and look, it says tax right here. I got tax. Like that. That's so corny, dude.
It's so
That's
corny.
so
It's so
corny.
unnecessary. It's so disrespectful. So
So
go
corny,
ahead. You
dude.
don't want to listen, no problem. We don't listen to you. Go stick it.
Facts, dude. 100% facts. Sensei says Xbox players speak facts while you got ponies out here playing with bottle caps. Yeah, they keep capping yo while your empire is burning. We playing for keeps.
Ah,
Yo,
yes, and that
facts.
listen, that's the thing. At the end of the day, their empire is burning down and they're out here looking at other things. How about they go and freaking figure out how they can help put out the fire somehow?
Hold on, let me read this. Jesse
Go
B
ahead.
says
Go ahead.
exactly. Hogwarts wasn't a conspiracy in that everybody got together Illuminati style. It just means they knew what was going on and went along. Absolutely,
Exactly.
Jesse, man. That's
Exactly.
absolutely. This made me crack up because I know the this would be like, we don't talk about Xbox. Oh no, no. We don't talk about Xbox. Yo,
Ah.
Encanto. That's a good ass movie. Good ass movie. Wayne, what is good, my
What's
man?
up,
Welcome,
baby? Good
welcome.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Wayne says, thank you, Wayne, for being here. Happy Monday, baby.
Oh man, Jesse B says Paris was in everybody's chat so much that week that we just joked that he was like Candyman. If we mention his name 3 times, he pops. Oh shit, the Hooded Connect
Oh
says
my
Paris was
god.
on Oh No, It's Alex the other night. Oh man, that's funny. I don't know. Maybe we should get him up here. Let's see. Let's see. How does create? Where am I? GameStar says if Xbox was in the same financial position as Sony, the outlets would be all over it. But it's Sony, so crickets. Hashtag
Crickets,
Xbox tax.
crickets. Yes.
Facts. Look at Corey speaking the mother effer truth right here, yo. Oh my God. Closed mouths don't get fed.
Yes.
Facts, Corey. Facts. If we don't talk about it, it'll be just
The
brushed
same,
over, dude.
same all
Come on,
thing.
man.
And listen, enough is enough. Enough is enough.
Big boy
Like
Mike with that talk that sweet honey iced tea.
sweet honey iced tea, baby.
There you go, Hoodie Canuck. It ain't slander if it's true.
Yes, baby. What's that pickle one? Wait. Sunny.
Sony pickle riding. Oh man, I can't say it like
I
Big
know,
Boy.
I
I
know.
can't
I'm
say
gonna
it.
mess it up.
Yeah. No. He has to put it in there. KT the Gold says, truth is media hates change because it means the powers that be losing leverage. It's kind of like when TV networks started losing to the streaming services, right? That's why there was all this big blowback. And guess what? They had to conform, right? They had to figure out how to work it out for themselves. And now they all have streaming channels, right? This is what it is, man. That's what it is. My Mr. John Dark says, I love Microsoft money. It pays the bills. Yes, because Mr. John Dark works for Microsoft, so that makes sense.
Yes, and guess what? Mr. John of Dark knows that, you can't be out there running his mouth, right? With certain things. And so this is what we're saying about Destin. You can't come out here and speak on a company you work
Yeah,
for.
or against them, right? John TJ
Exactly.
says Xbox should buy Take Two. I would love it. Let's get it done. Twittery Snake says 100%. These journals are scared of two things, in my opinion. YouTubers who, to be honest, make better, more personality-driven review content, and Game Pass. Why read a review from some dry journalists when you can play for yourself? I'll add a word for you. Some dry, jaded journalists.
Yes.
And that is probably the biggest thing that's an issue because they're jaded. So everything to them is, well, this is this, this is this. Shut up, dude. Shut up. Just if you don't like reviewing games anymore, get out.
Yep.
Get
Yep.
out, dude. Get out.
Nobody's
Go do
listen, you
something
don't have to
else.
do that. Get out of
Like, come
there. Get
on,
out of there
man.
with your
Oh
nonsense.
yeah.
Oh, baby, thank you
Corey
so
No Life with
much.
that public service announcement. Go ahead and hit
Thank
that
you,
like
love.
button, fams. We appreciate you guys
Yes,
so much for
please.
being here.
Real quick, let me
Thank you
click
so
on
much.
this right here. Legendary
Oh.
Yobi, what's up, baby?
Any chance you'll have any members of the ILP on your show or on her, him, and a guest? Well, we had King David,
Yes, that was an
and
amazing
he's been
interview.
on
King David is
her, him, and a
so
guest,
dope.
and our regular end of the month blowout he did last month,
Yes.
so he was there. The other one's a little difficult. I think Sovereign we've been in contact with a bunch. he's like really busy. His schedule is busy, so it's hard to kind of nail him down. And then we're trying to reach out to Cognito, see if that's something. The best thing to do if you want to see them on our shows, go out there and hit them up and be like, yo, go be on these dude shows. All right.
Listen, we're flexible. We're booked out
We work.
till the end of January, but
Yep.
we
We'll make
we will
things work.
do. Yeah,
We could
we'll
we
we'll
could f-
come
we
we'll
could
come
fix
through
stuff.
on a different day and give you guys what you want, honestly. Hold on. Oh,
Trey
hold on,
Mack,
hold on.
welcome, my
Right
man. Thank you for being here.
here.
Oh, we need an emoji for Sony Pickle
Yes.
Riders. Yes, we got to do it. We could do it. I believe it.
Yes.
We need to get that done.
Yes,
Um,
we did have Yobi, legendary Yobi.
yeah.
We did have King David.
Yep.
It was a
It was actually our
blast.
second
It was our second
her, him, and a
interview.
guest. That's
Yes.
how dope he is.
He's
He came
amazing,
to rock
man.
with us before we even had much of a show.
And
And then
I'm
he
gonna
was on last month's end of the month blowout as
that
well.
energy is freaking amazing. That
Absolutely.
energy was the answer back was absolutely, man. We love King David here.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. KT the GOAT. Oh, KT the other GOAT says, uh, crazy to see most players put in 80 plus hours and then saying it's trash. Imagine it taking 80 plus hours before saying I'm still reviewing Golem 60. Wait, before saying I'm still reviewing Golem 60 hours in, and I don't know. I'm gonna play 20 more hours of this trash. Facts. Facts. Absolutely. Or I wonder if he's still in here. Imagine being Infinite Umbra and playing the game for over 300 hours and then going back and saying I had to degrade my score to an 8.5. Suspect. Suspect, Umbra. You know it's a 10. You don't play for 300 hours if it's not a 10. The hell? Oh my god.
Guys, I'm loving these.
The Hooded Canuck says, what the
All right, we're playing now.
Primus Gaming, Ponies Pickle Smoocher. Yo, it's the truth. The Hooded Canuck says, I just committed to Andreja. She gave me her dagger. Very interesting moment with Andreja. Oh man, I don't even know what that means yet. I'm not there. GameShark says just roll credits on Cocoon. That's dope.
Oh,
That's dope.
nice. It is. Listen, we tried those puzzles are something else. All right.
Yeah, we did try. We did try. I mean, it's not that we got them, but it's like how much, like how much is there? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Like you can't do that at the end of your day when you're like maybe tired, right? Like you want that like maybe a little coffee.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yep,
At the start of your day, and it's like, all right, let me solve through these puzzles.
I agree. KT the Gold says, nah, if Xbox was smart, they just you know what? Read that for me. Go ahead and read that, and then
KT the GOAT, baby. What's up? Nah, if Xbox was smart, they'd just shadow drop. Yes, all games or let players get them before reviewers. Yes, make it seem like you care more about fans than critics. Thank you for saying that, baby. And the reason I say this is because Hi-Fi Rush was not they weren't able to go ahead and trash the game. They weren't able to get their hands on it and see how they can come for Xbox with it. And I do love the fact that they did that. It was unexpected. It was exciting. It went right into freaking Game Pass. I do feel obviously we know they can't do that with every game, but we do need Xbox to start figuring out a way to protect their games from the media. Especially considering the fact that it's not just obvious to them. And I think this is an important point right here. I feel like before they knew what was happening, right? And it was kind of like that thing where it's not necessarily clear and it's like, okay, well, this took place, but that doesn't mean that they're necessarily coming for them, right? But I feel like now that it's so clear, it's a big deal. It's really important what took place this year. It's important for them to know that we see this now. We understand what they've been going through. We understand the dynamic in the relationship, what's taking place. We see how they're trying to be suppressed, and we don't like it. And this is why we're here, and this is why we're speaking up. I do agree with you so much. We have to figure out a way to block this situation. We got to make sure that these games are protected, not just, not just for the Xbox fans, not just for Xbox and the consumers out there, right? We're talking about more. We're talking about these developers. We're talking about these studios, right? The hits that they get. Like that's let's really look at how disgusting it is to have these people, these wonderful creative minds work on these games and giving it their all, being there, staying over time, taking time away from their families to develop these games, right? The passion behind it, the excitement that they must feel when there's something they can't figure out and they finally cracked it and they're like, "Oh man, look at what we got done today." And then for them to go ahead and get this type of harsh criticism on something that, again, they put their heart into it and all their work, like, let's protect those beautiful minds, right? Let's protect that creativity so we can continue to get these amazing games that seem to just be coming from, Xbox and Philly and that whole family over there that we need to go ahead and stand up for and support so that they can feel our love, so that they can feel, like we're here standing with them. I love that comment. I do agree they need to do this a little more often. What do you think? I feel like they should have something for us just like they did in January, with Hi-Fi Rush. I feel like it would be pretty amazing if they went ahead and on the show just dropped a game for us that we had maybe no idea on. Like, they have so many studios working on things that, and we obviously, we're not ponies, so we know that there are a lot of studios. We can put it together that these studios are working on games, right? That we should be expecting. We know about a lot of a lot of the games that they're working on, but we also, there's a lot of things that we probably don't know about. So it will be really exciting for them to go ahead and drop a game that, will take us by surprise. All right. So I don't know exactly where C Money was, but I am gonna go ahead and see because I went through everything on the part that I was. Oh, here we go. See, money's coming back. So I'm not gonna move from where you were because I don't know if you lose your spot. But I was telling them how I love this. I am hoping that in January they go ahead and drop another game. They shadow drop another game because, again, we need to protect these games from the media. We need to find a way. Obviously, they can't shadow drop every game, but they do need to go ahead and figure out a way around the mess that takes place?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, honestly, I would love this. I think the problem is some games, I guess talking about a game and shadow dropping a game are two different things. So you could just hype a game up forever and then just drop it one day. So that's definitely possible. I think the problem is like Bethesda was doing that for a little while and they got like a lot of blowback.
But we don't care about the blowback anymore. Let them talk. Let
Well,
them
I'm just saying
freaking
Xbox is the question is Xbox
uh,
is going
to get that.
to be okay with the
Listen, they're already
blowback.
getting the smoke. They're already getting it. Deserved or not deserved, step on a foot or not,
Facts.
they're getting that. So who gives a crap? That's where I want them. That's where I want them to go. I want them to go to the who gives a crap. It is what it is. Mark Smith, baby. Yes. Says at KT the GOAT. That is a brilliant idea and not outside the realms of possibility with Phil. Phil, listen, Phil's a G. All right. He out
Facts.
here. He needs to not give a F a little more.
Agreed.
You
Agreed.
know? Satnist, thank you so much for
Oh,
being
Sadness,
here.
what is good, my man?
Welcome and happy Monday to you, my love.
Because that would trigger them so hard, KT to go like, LOL. They go hard trying to punish games when they don't get early review copies. Yeah, they really do. Twank, what is good, my man?
What's up, baby?
Welcome, welcome for
What's
being
up? What's
here.
up? What's up? What's
Well,
up?
Game
What's
Shark
up?
saying it. CMoney, Doodle, XBI, WBG, TTS, Mav, Boom, etc. We have an amazing community.
Yes, we
Yo, we
do.
out here. We out here. No need to give your views to these, you know, just ponies. That's really what they are.
Yeah,
They
at this
really
point,
are.
there's no denying. There's no freaking costume that you can put over that situation that we're gonna be like, oh, okay, noted.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Legendary Yobi says destined for my GM. What happened with him? Oh man, he put out, you gotta go look at his
Thanks,
Twitter
thanks.
crap. He put out a video, he put out some other stuff, a live version where he's basically just trying to deny
Listen,
everything
if
that's
you have the
happening
time, listen back.
for
It's
sure.
been a juicy one. Um, Alex Ferreira, let's go, baby. Go ahead, C.
Says first Hi-Fi Rush review was from Xbox Era, not traditional media. And Microsoft paid for that on the Jeff Awards. Wow.
Consequences, baby,
That's what
left and
happens,
right,
man.
but we don't
We
need
don't
this
need
is the thing,
them.
we need to get past that and push through it, and then at the other side, we will prevail. It would be that's what we need to do, man. We gotta deal with the punches. We're already getting knocked the heck out. It's okay. We see it now. We understand why you would do what you do. You've got our okay. Go ahead. We know you guys are bad. We've seen the damn emails. Come on. And we love
Facts.
you more for it, baby. We love you more for it.
Facts. 100%. Troy Attic, what's good, my man? Thank you for being here. It says, what is Sony getting sued for again? The unfair pricing. They were price gouging. They don't sell digital stuff anywhere else. They keep it all, like, they don't allow for competition. We just heard this thing with Epic, who said that PlayStation doesn't allow them to sell their stuff cheaper anywhere, which means if PlayStation wants to keep a game, you know, or what is it? Like if they want to keep their V-Buck prices the same on Fortnite, right? No, I want you to be the same. But if Microsoft's like, you know what, I would really like to do a sale for, slash V-Buck price by 20% or something for this reason on Xbox, they can't do it. PlayStation has to approve it. PlayStation has so many of these contracts
And
that
listen,
are
they would
in
yeah,
place to hold Xbox down and to keep them from losing their market share. It's crazy.
it
It's
is. It
crazy.
is. And it affects us, right? If they can't have a sale, it doesn't matter how much Xbox wants to go ahead and do something. They can't, right? They can't. And that's bullcrap because it should be individual. It should be. That's it.
Facts. Facts.
Listen, nobody dances like the Chief on Fortnite. Yo, you can throw anything at him, and he's got that swag, baby. He is
Facts.
so good.
Mark Smith, see money with all forms of tax. There is always a rebate. And when that happens, we'll all be watching.
Yeah,
That's
baby.
right,
Oh, I
baby.
love that.
That's
Let's
right. Love that.
go.
Sensei Major says we running a special on grilled pony meat sandwiches. Mr. Strange, welcome, my man,
What's up,
says
baby? Thank
their
you for
house
being here,
is on
love.
fire while we worry about the neighbor's house down the street.
Yo, yo,
Facts.
yo. That
Facts.
is 100%. They are out there still talking crap when we see the flames, we see the smoke, we smell it. It's just going down. Take care of your own house, figure your shit out before you come out here throwing rocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Hooded Canuck, have you ever had Colt Eastwood on your show?
We
Yeah, we
have,
did.
baby.
He was on her, him and
Yes,
a guest. He was the fourth one,
I believe
fourth guest or
so.
fifth guest,
Yes.
one of those. It was right before Dirt Griggity. Definitely
Guys,
go check it out.
if you go to you can either check it on our channel. There's a playlist and you can go through it. But also on Twitter, I was able to, thanks to See Money, I was able to chain and I have them pinned
Oh yes,
on my
yes, yes.
Twitter account, Doodle to be free,
Go to Doodle's Twitter, and
and
she
you'll
has
see
it
them all
pinned on
lined
her
up.
profile, and you can just go through, and every single one that we have
Yeah.
done is there. Infinite Umbra, who's here, says, "I feel attacked." Well, I felt attacked too, Umbra. Okay,
Exactly.
with your 8.5.
Exactly.
How dare you?
Exactly.
But he was also on our show, her, him, and a guest, and
Mhm.
he's pinned on that thread as well. So definitely check that out.
For sure.
Uh,
Listen, my seat did fill attacked, and it's okay. We'll
Oh,
take the
snap.
smoke just like Xbox does. No problemo.
Cypher with the hashtag proud pony pickle puckers.
My people.
P4. Yo, what up, P4? You proud pony pickle pucker. start hitting that up. Oh my god. That's amazing. That's amazing. Oh geez. Listen, I like I said, guys, I've been going trying to kind of skip forward a little bit because we're so far. Okay, I got to the bottom. All right, I got to the bottom. All right, so I'm all caught up. Listen, if we missed anything, put it in here.
Yes, baby.
But right now, this is what I want to do. I want to go ahead and read that thing. We'll discuss it and then we'll bounce. That article that I took, not the article, that tweet from Pixelbit, because I really feel like he really did a great job. All right, saying this. So if you haven't seen it, okay, I'm gonna read it for you guys, and then we can talk about it a little bit. All right,
Who,
it's a long read. What happened, baby?
go ahead. Who again?
3-bit.
3-bit.
Yep.
You said Pixel. 3-bit.
Did I say Pixel?
Yes.
I lied. It was 3-bit.
3-bit was here earlier. I don't know if you're still there, but here we go, baby.
All right. So Xbox tax ? Internally, it's known. Well, let's also put some context. 3-bit is a developer, so he
Yes.
works in the industry. Xbox tax ? Internally, it's known throughout several studios to prioritize PlayStation versions of a game first, due to its overall popularity, which can lead to performance disparities depending on time in development and priorities. It's commonly known throughout many third party studios that PlayStation is the priority, then porting versions of their game to an Xbox, which can leave out key graphical and optimization features in its dev kits. I believe that priority sentiment carries throughout the industry in my experience and carries through a bias mentality. The PlayStation First mentality is also seen with review copies, with most reviewers preferring or having a preference to playing or reviewing a game on PlayStation First. An Xbox game can review well initially, but receive negative coverage for months afterwards. Halo, Starfield, COD, Sea of Thieves, or be opted out of categories of conversation. Multi platform games tend to also have more reviews in general on PlayStation. Even more favorable outlets choose to sometimes opt out of Xbox coverage or copies overall. I've personally seen outlets reject Xbox copies of a game. It's not crazy to me to equalize PlayStation's popularity to favorable bias. It has more users and a bigger fan base and generally gets more favor for anything negative due to premium games, quote unquote. And as I mentioned, most reviewers choose to not even have an Xbox copy of a game. And in my honest opinion, you do not see that same energy with PlayStation products or games in terms of negative articles. No multitude of articles asking about where The Last of Us Factions is, or asking about the players dropping in a game months after launch, like Starfield, a single player game. No asking about KOTOR status. Multitude of studios that have had layoffs of 100 plus people, their pipeline, lack of showcases, or any hint of negativity toward a portable device that isn't great at being portable, getting higher review scores than devices like the Steam Deck, something that is made to be portable. No series of articles about upcharging for a service without any improvements, or if there is an article, it's buried within a multitude of articles about why you should forget about a game like Starfield. Barely a peep throughout many industry outlets on a variety of topics of anything that's negative about PlayStation. So, in my opinion, there is a bias, and I don't think it's a bad thing to point out that the media prefers PlayStation and it reads that Xbox can be a hindrance to these people in a lot of scenarios. Hashtag Xbox tax.
That was
That was
beautifully,
fire.
beautifully
That
put
was
together.
so well done. 3-bit.
Thank you for
That was
that
fire.
so much.
If this is the first time you guys heard that, I need you to go over to 3Bits channel. I mean 3Bits Twitter and let them know
Yes.
because
Like, share,
that was
a mic
amazing.
drop.
All right, that was amazing.
That is how
It
you
it
do it.
literally spelled it out in the simplest ways. And again, coming from someone who is in the industry, it lets you know that they see this shit too.
Thank you for that,
They
3-Bit.
see it
Thank you
too.
so
It's
much.
not just a look at these Xbots out here
Acting crazy,
acting a
looking
fool
crazy,
with their
talking
tinfoil
nonsense.
hats on. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man.
And, that was
Can I
another
link that in
thing
the chat? I
that
don't know.
Destin said, right? He said, "Well, break it down for me. Talk to me like I'm a 3-year-old.
Facts.
We know you understand exactly what we're
Exactly.
talking about.
100%.
And stop insulting 3-year-olds. All right?" I had these listen, I have little ones. They can keep up with the conversation.
They absolutely can.
Yes.
They absolutely can. Let me see if I can I don't know if I can I don't know how
Stop coming at 3-year-olds like that.
this is it, but I don't think that link is gonna come
Oh, you're
through.
trying to put the link in there.
You know what I gotta do? I know what I gotta do. I can fix it. Hold on. Where am I? Didn't I just do something? Where's my tweet? I mean, not a tweet. I put it in the chat. Where'd it go? Let
Your
me see.
link?
Yeah, my link. It says, can I link it in the chat? I thought I linked it.
Oh, that's nicey. Thank you.
I literally okay.
Well, that was well said. That was as big boy Mike says over here. Yes, it was all compact together. Um Darren Hauser says so basically it's an open ugh. So basically, it's an open admittance of putting PlayStation over anything else purposely to protect PlayStation. Amazing sum up. Yes, baby, it was well compact
I
and
did it,
put
guys.
together. Thank you so much. Oh, CMoney, there you go. He
I
put
did
the
it.
link, guys.
That's the link.
Um,
So you guys can check that out. But yes, go ahead. Sorry to disrupt.
it's all right. The link is to the tweet, right?
Yeah, it's to Twitter.
Yeah. Listen, we need to support each other. We need to go ahead and point out these facts, these bars, baby.
Absolutely. Okay, did you read any of
I
these?
did. I did. It's
Which one did
listen.
you read? Did you read Twittery Snake?
No, baby.
Okay, so you read this one right here. So
Go
this
ahead.
Twittery
Go
Snake
ahead.
right here.
Yes.
All right. He
I don't
says,
listen, I don't follow order, all right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Start at the
I
bottom, not the top. I get it. I get it. Twitty Snake says most of these journals don't want to engage with the Xbox ecosystem and thus do not know about Xbox ecosystem. All the more sweeter it will be when they will be forced to. Starfield is the starting gun. Facts. And the fact that he calls that out so much about how they don't even want to play the Xbox version. How can you tell me that's not bias? How can you say that? They don't even want the copy. They don't even want anything to do with the Xbox version of that game. Come
So
on,
what does
man.
that mean, see? What does that
Means they're
mean?
biased to it,
They're
bro.
biased. They have a problem. They have a personal problem with it. The fact that these games get done for PlayStation in mind for their box, and this is the reason why sometimes they do the side by side and you see a difference, right? And it's like, oh well, I thought you guys had the stronger box when the focus is PlayStation, right? Just like what happened with BG3, right? The game was figured out for PlayStation. Had they just taken the time to go and look at the Series S and actually try to figure this out as if the community mattered, they would have been able to do this.
Facts. 100%.
It didn't matter to them till now. And I think it's because, they're, trying to shimmy their way into that Game Pass.
Man, listen, I see it. Sotness says that's why Xbox used to have a parity clause to ensure they don't get gimped versions for their players. I think they relaxed it when in the Xbox One gen and were being criticized for it. Yeah, like that's the bull. Like Xbox did it to protect the Xbox fans. PlayStation's doing it to hold down the Xbox fans. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not protecting themselves. They're not protecting PlayStation. They're just being them, right? They're just being their nasty way of trying to hold them down for no reason,
My
right?
mic was muted. I'm over here talking. My mic was muted. Yes, and it's
Oh,
intentional. There's a difference. They're not going ahead. These games were made exclusive to make PlayStation better, right? These games were made exclusive to keep them from Xbox, right? The same thing with that Bungie dumbass purchase. Like, are you dumb enough that you can't see that with all the money that they have right now, they went ahead and passed on Bungie, right? Because they need more money coming to invest in the games that they do bring in. So there's a disconnect there, and you went ahead and that's what you bought. Why? Because they made Halo and you wanted to stick it. You got stuck.
facts. Facts. 100%. Pixelbit G said he crushed this. He really did.
He
He
did. He
really did.
did.
The Hooded Canuck says, I'm doing my annual Game of the Year awards.
Let's
I
go,
nominate
baby.
6 games I liked on Xbox. Then I decide my winners for each category. I have 8 categories. More on this on my Twitter account. Says,
I
I give
love
out
that.
my own awards every year, but I have to play RoboCop and the DLC for Tales of Arise before I nominate my final 6.
I love that. I love that because the game of the year is what your game of the year is to you. That's your game of the
That's
year.
dope.
And listen, I love that you do this, and we need to go check it out.
Mark Smith has a tongue twister for us. How many proud ponies does it take to pickle puckers if a pickle pucker could be a proud pony phony pickle pucker? Oh my
Say
god.
that 5 times fast.
Yo, that was amazing. That was amazing. Oh my god. That was great.
Go ahead, see. I need hold.
Where are you going? All right, so this is the thing. I was just about to
Oh,
can you hold
yes,
because I
yes.
was just about to wrap it up. I was just about to wrap it up. Guys, listen, this has been an awesome,
It
awesome
has.
show.
Guys, thank you
Thank
so
you all
much.
for rocking with us. I think we made our point. I think our point is clear. The media continues to deny the existence of the Xbox tax when we know the tax is real, and we're not going to stop. We're not going to stop. We will keep on
Agreed.
keeping on. And if they
Guys,
say something reckless, we'll be there to shut them down. Facts.
thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for turning our morning quest into afternoon quest. We do love hanging out with you guys, and it's so awesome that you're enjoying hanging out with us. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much to everyone who spent their morning and a bit of their afternoon with us. Thank you so much for those super chats. Big boy Mike, thank you so much for those 10 memberships. Guys, don't
Yeah,
forget to
man,
claim them.
absolutely.
Um,
So
yes,
guys,
we
listen,
had a fantastic
I
time.
want to remind you all that tomorrow is her, him, and a guest day.
Ooh,
And
yes.
tomorrow we have Brisket for the Biscuit. He will be coming onto the show, and I am excited to see how that's going to go. I'm excited to see some of his takes on things. I'm very excited. This is going to be cool, man. So
Yes.
definitely come by. It's going to be a good time. And we will be back. Don't forget, this is a huge week, guys. This is
Oh
a
my
huge week.
goodness.
We will be back on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, with our end of the month gaming block party. Okay, it's going to be November's end of the month gaming block party. We have a banger of a squad. We have the biggest lineup in the history of this show, which is 2 months long. Okay, but still, we have. Are we ready? Okay, we're ready.
Let's go.
We have Gaz, Post Up, Jay Fonzarelli, John Wolf,
Yes.
K Mega, Hargeet Shani, and Forte.
Guys, we're so freaking
Oh,
excited.
snap.
Man, thank you guys so much for, you know, coming on our show. We're going to have a freaking party going on Thursday. It's going to be awesome. 4 o'clock, you guys. It's going to be a blast. This is a nice lineup.
Facts.
It's going to be a party.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm very, very Excited for it. It's gonna be dope. And then remember, we will be back on Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern time for
Or
On Point Anime and Beyond. It's our show that we have a lot of fun on that show.
we do, we do.
Yeah, it turns out Beyond stands for beyond. Like
Beyond.
literally, it could
Anything
be
goes.
gaming, movies, TVs, whatever we want to do. So it's anime and literally everything else. But that being said, guys, thank you all so very much. I'm gonna go ahead and give a shout out to our Patreon members and our YouTube members. So these are our Patreon members. We appreciate you guys. Mr. Joanna Dark, Fonto Sir, Isaac Hayes 85, Zachary McCoy, Sith Lord, Brandon Ridlin, Smitty Smith, Adidas 20, and Lad.
You
And then
guys
you
so
got
much.
our YouTube On Point Squad members, Smitty Smith, Cypher Type 1, The Robots Win, Power Boss, Avenge Ninja, Lad, Gamer by Choice, Zach McCoy, Fark U, Silent Cypher, Six Slayer, Game Shark, Texas Flood, Jacob Novik, The Hooded Canuck, The Dusty Uno, Doodle to be free, Sanchez
baby.
MTZ Gaming, Rasan Eppinger, General Spartan 27, and it's Timmy V2. And then we
Thank you
have to
guys.
shout out our YouTube On Point Elite members, TMHW Gaming, which was Chris Lee, who'll be in the chat, and Big Boy Mike, the homie.
Yes.
We appreciate you all.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you all so very much. I love Def Leppard's Way of Leaving, where he puts the ponies crying in the
Let's
chat.
go.
That hopefully we achieved our goal, and that's the way they ended. But guys, with that, we appreciate you all. We're gonna end the show the way we end every single show. Doodle.
Yes.
We're done.
I know.
Until next time.
You're intruding.
You're intruding.